Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
Drunk, sin boxing, a.k.a. el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Fight week. Tomorrow, one of the moments that we've been waiting for, one of the most anticipating fight in the sport of boxing. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor for the third time. First time, Katie Taylor won it, but I thought that it was a robbery. Second time, Katie Taylor won it. I thought again it was a robbery. And for this time around, I'm going to predict it again. I believe that Amanda Serrano is going to stop Katie Taylor with a body shot and finally get her glory in Madison Square Garden in front of the people in New York City, Latinos, Boricuas. Let's go, baby. Amanda Serrano, the real deal. The real deal. High, low. Dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano, me dice Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of activity in the sport of boxing. You already know. What's good? Smash that like button if you want to. If you don't want to smash the like button, pues no smash the like button. ¿Qué me importa a mí? I don't give a fuck, right? Happy Hour Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Hour Thursday. Following Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, Queens, New York, in the tennis court. We got one of the phenom in the 168-pound division at Boricua. Agabalanga versus the Muslim. Assalamu alaikum. Hansam Shiraz, the one that robbed my guy, Carlos Adamas. El Platanero, el Mangú con los 3 golpes. I believe the Agabalanga is going to be Shiraz. You got the three division world champion, unify the titles in the super featherweight division. Shakur Stevenson going to be facing William Cepeda, who was supposed to be the boogeyman before fighting Tevin Farmer. And Tevin Farmer, you know what I'm saying? Expose, William Cepeda, but William Cepeda still won the 2 fights. They had a rematch, and now William Cepeda probably go back to the drawing board. And look, if anything, Tevin Farmer was a good, tune up maybe for a guy like Shakur Stevenson. I think that, we could go back to the drawing board and probably fix a couple of things. We can't be a slave to the moment of how he performed versus Tevin Farmer, just like we can't be a slave to the moment how Shakur Stevenson ran with Edgar de los Santos. I think that people need to stop with the Shakur Stevenson ran. Look, he tried to put a hurt on Artem after the performance with Edgar de los Santos, and he knocked out the electrician. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Kenneth, con los 2 pesos de plata, no, me dice, man, please do the Chicano English accent. Hey, yo, Kenneth, we're going to be talking about Eddie Reynoso right quick. We're going to be talking about Eddie Reynoso and no PED. No boxing. What is it? No PED, no life. Eddie Reynoso, what happened? This is the A1, okay? Eddie Reynoso. Miras, ¿qué tú estás hablando? Sponsor boxing. Yo no estoy haciendo nada. Yo no le estoy haciendo daños a ningunos. Yo nada más soy un head coach. Mira, you the nigga head. You the head charge. What the fuck would he say? You the head nigga in charge with the PED. Hey, yo, Eddie Reynoso is the new El Chapo. Hey, yo, Eddie Reynoso is the El Chapo PED, bro. He's a PED El Chapo, bro. Eddie Reynoso. In the building, the humanitarian of the YTBC, the one, the only, queso con $100. That super chatty gay. What do you want? Queso. What do you need? Queso. La música de queso, la música de queso, la música de queso, la música de queso. Hoy se ve. No drinking for you, but drinking for me.
He's got his own money.
I was gonna quit, but I can't because it's fight week, ladies and gentlemen. It's fight week. Oh, What up? Got the kiddo, got the team in town. So been busy. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. So we little this weekend and all for July. Let's go. Good evening. Let's go. You already know. Guess who's in the building? Guess who's in the building? Everybody in the building. How y'all saying? Mira, DJ Camaro, Alex Sensation. Págame la música, coño. I want to talk, all right? DJ, calm down, all right? God bless you, my brother. You already know, baby. Mira, hey. Smack me, I smack you right back, okay? Estela got her groove back. Ponjon got a groove back. Because I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm mad, I'm upset. They don't repacking Pontron boxing around here. They don't give me Miricadren, so they don't give me fucking nothing. What the fuck happened? Huh? No Miricadren to me. Mira aquí en la casa. They don't repack the work right here. They don't fucking repack the work. Me over here being a role model to everybody in the sport of boxing. Huh? But fuck it being a role model. I don't care now anymore. Hear me, I hear you right back. Good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. Ladies and gentlemen, man, there was a brawl out there in New York City in a hotel. Shit. Team Haney putting hands on Norman Jr. You seen that, folks? You see Brian Norman Jr., he like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hey, yo, you know, and let me tell you like this. You know what happened? How the hell does a world champion get manhandled the way that this guy got manhandled? You saw Brian Norman Jr. get manhandled? Yo, the whole shirt was all over this. Yeah. Con los 20 pesos a comprar una mujer in fans only. A comprar a jerk off session for fans only. Con los 20 pesos. We lit tonight. Coño. Punch. Keep those impressions going of Eddie Reynoso in Turkey. Hey, yo, man, you ready? No, yo. See, y'all be getting me in trouble. See, y'all be getting me in trouble. They can keep. This is the reason why they're not letting me in the door, bro. That's why they slamming the door on me. Huh? Yeah, man, I was downtown in Turkey Out Shake. I was eating in front of the halal truck. And Turkey Out Shake said, "Is this you, Pontron Boxing? What the fuck? What? I'd been going to the boxing and you're going to come make fun of me? Because I hold hands with men? Because I hold hand with my chocolate thunder? You get mad? Huh? Terrence Crawford is my chocolate thunder. I hold his hand. I hold everybody's hand. What is your problem? Huh? Man, Turkey, I'll shake the... Hey, yo, everybody mad at Punch, man. Yo, why they mad at me, man? Like, damn. Rapstar Boxing out of the voice of the UK. London, bro. The voice of Manchester, Liverpool, East London, West London, North London, South London. Rap hates it when I call him the guy from Liverpool. Una mejor is insane. Hey, yo. They don't like it Pontro Boxing. They don't fucking go to me. I had problem. They have problem with me. I have problem with them now. Fuck that shit, man. Mr. Moonshine, con los 2 pesos de plátano maduro, me dice, hi, low, dímelo, says Mr. Moonshine, the Mad Boxing Show. They don't repacking me, high low, they're not fucking repacking me. I don't fucking like it anymore. All right, let's have the energy. All right. Hey, yo, I'm good. Is the audio good? Is the audio good, ladies and gentlemen? Is the audio good? Let me know. Give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no. If your fingers is occupied on the chat, let me know. Compound Money said fire, fire, fuego, fuego, fire, fire, fuego, fuego. AT says thumbs up. You're right, Punch. Punch, you're good. I can hear you, man. You're good. You're good, Punch. Just keep on talking. I keep on listening. Just keep on talking. Dave Fernandez says, all right, yes. Punch, just keep on doing your thing. Don't worry about them assholes. You are good for the sport of boxing, man. You will elevate the game. If they don't respect you, fuck them, Punch. Just fuck them. Right? Who cares, man? You just got to break the door down. Don't let them hold you back, Punch. Just don't let them hold you back. R. Kelly, my fault. B. Kelly. I can hear you. I can hear you. Rapstar Boxing 9 says, I got Shiraz and Shakur and Matias and Katie again and Morel. These are all the winners this week. Where I don't rap. I got Shakur. I got Amanda Serrano, la reina de boxeo. All right? I'm tired of the robberies. Puello Matias, man, that's tough. That's tough. Norman Jr. took that. Hey, no. The security had Norman Jr. all discombobulated with his shirt and shit like that. What the hell is going on there? What the hell is going on in downtown? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. Let's break down on bossy, logically, and objectively, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the skills that pay the bills. Let's talk about technique. Motherfucker, y'all don't want to hear about no technique. Let's be real, let's be honest. This is the YTBC. Y'all like drama. Y'all like the talk shit. Y'all like the disrespect. Y'all like the toxic. Y'all want to swim on cesspool. I'm the best diver when it comes to swimming in cesspool. All right? I believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to do a number on William Cepeda just like he did Oscar Valdez, but probably even worse. You seen Shakur Stevenson with the belt? You see Shakur Stevenson with the belt? With the Mexican belt? See, I'm telling y'all, man, when it's time to disrespect the Mexican, man, these guys he says he's going to spank him with the Mexican belt. But we're going to be talking about a lot of shit today. And I'm going to open up the panels, all right? And when I open up the panels, whoever enters the panels, whoever enters the high octane, y'all gotta be with some energy. I'm not going to open panels for no energy. Like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying, Punch? Yeah, man, I think that should... No. I want energy, all right? But anyway, we're going to be talking about a couple of topics. And let me know if y'all with it. Let me know if y'all, yo, yes, Punch, we could talk about that topic, all right? We're going to be talking about this topic as well. Young fighters disrespecting the legends. Now, let me tell you like this. Today, there was a press conference, and a lot of people said it was lit. Oh, shit, it was lit. Everybody was talking about the Edgar Berlanga and Oscar De La Hoya going back and forth. I never seen an era in any time in the sport of boxing that young fighters disrespect legends. Never seen this era. I never seen an era like that. Yo, these young fighters truly disrespect legends, bro. These dudes, these young fighters, like I'm gonna say it like this, man. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson is gonna do his thing, but his disrespectful comment saying that Sugar Ray Robinson regarded as the GOAT. He is regarded as the GOAT, one of the greatest of all time, top 2, top 3, already top 5. Sugar Ray Robinson and Shakur Stevenson had the nerve to say that he's buns. That he's buns. He ain't shit. What would make Shakur Stevenson say that Sugar Ray Robinson is buns? What is happening with the lack of respect of these youngsters? Edgar Berlanga throwing pantyhose at Oscar De La Hoya. Literally throwing pantyhose in front of everybody. Wigs and pantyhose and dollars. And saying that he's going to smack Oscar De La Hoya. Like Berlanga. I'm rooting for Berlanga. He's from New York City. I like Berlanga. But you disrespecting the dude that he would have kicked your ass within 5 rounds. I think that people forget. What Oscar De La Hoya did for a living. I've seen too many fighters like trying to disrespect Oscar De La Hoya. I think people forget what Oscar De La Hoya actually did for a living. Has it been that long? Let me tell you like this. Oscar De La Hoya will put that wig on. In his prime, Oscar De La Hoya will put that wig on. He will put the pantyhose. He will put the lingerie. He will put stilettos. And he will still beat Edgar Berlanga looking like a Victoria's Secret model, bro. Oscar De La Hoya today, with the lingerie, with the tanga, la tanguita roja, Oscar De La Hoya con la tanguita roja, will be all these dudes today with la tanguita roja. I wish I was sitting next to Oscar De La Hoya and be like, first, Oscar De La Hoya, you don't need no Puerto Rican passport. Nobody was checking up on that. That's the only thing Oscar De La Hoya was saying. I'm like, yo, what you mean that? Puerto Rican passport. Puerto Rican passport, the American passport. There's no such thing as a Puerto Rican passport. But anyway, Oscar, just say to the world. I want Oscar just to say this statement because he's always going back and forth for fighters. I wanted him to say to a fighter, you forget what I do for a living, motherfucker. I'm the 6th world champion. I'm the golden one, all right? You are Latino American. I put us in the map. I want Oscar De La Hoya. All you got to do is the simple stuff. Do you know what I did for a living? I break jaws for a living. All right? I get the bitches. As a matter of fact, Edgar Berlanga, you better keep your mouth shut. I'll get your bitch right now. And tell me I won't. Hey, yo, I was beating people up while I was getting a Grammy singing bachata. People forget about that Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was beating people up and he was a Latin Grammy Award winner trying to be Mark Anthony. You remember the song? Oh, because I love you, and you because you love me, and I don't care, because I love you every night, and every day, and every time I go. Oscar De La Hoya was the worst singer, and still had 2 Grammy. Wow, shit. Brown. Do the brown. What's good? You say you reap what you sow. You give no respect. Go and get gone. Good looking out, Brown. Nah. Don't say that, Ralph. I didn't betray Berlanga. I like Berlanga. I'm just, you know what it is, man? I'm just. See, you guys, I'm gonna tell you like this. You guys in the comment section, they read these comment section. And when y'all be like, oh, yo, you turning on Edgar Berlanga, you turning on Tio. These motherfuckers be reading y'all shit and then feel, oh shit, you see, yeah. Punch is saying this. Nah, man, I'm keeping it real, man. I like Edgar Berlanga, but I just never seen a crop of young fighters disrespect legends. Like, yo, people look at our sport outside. They don't have no respect for boxing. Because if you don't have no respect for Oscar De La Hoya, you have no respect. Look, how can Shakur Stevenson say that Sugar Ray Robinson was buns, bro? Voluntarily, bro. Voluntarily. Now, there's no real beef with Oscar. Oscar tried to sign Edgar Berlanga. And Oscar just said what a lot of people were saying. See, a lot of people thought that Edgar Berlanga was going to get knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. Edgar Berlanga put a good account of himself. But what people was mad at Edgar Berlanga is that people said that Edgar Berlanga was out there parading like if he won the fight. And that's what people got on Edgar Berlanga. And Oscar De La Hoya is saying the same thing. He's like, yo, you parading a loss. And it's true. He was parading a loss. I never see nobody so happy losing. Let's be real. And I like Edgar Berlanga. I like Edgar Berlanga. I'm rooting for Edgar Berlanga. I want Edgar Berlanga to become a world champion. I want Edgar Berlanga to be one of the faces of the sport of boxing. I'm going to tell you like this. If Edgar Berlanga beats Shiraz, next fight is going to be Madison Square Garden. He's going to sell out that shit. And you know what? Edgar Berlanga is doing this thing to sell out. But damn, he's doing it at an expense and even though that it was probably funny for a lot of people, I found it cringy. Like, damn, yo, like these young fighters have no respect. Like, I don't think that Oscar De La Hoya warrants that from Edgar Berlanga. I don't think he warrants that. He's just stirring shit up. I don't know, man. But should we stir shit up and to disrespect the legends? Come on now. You don't stir this shit up to disrespect the legend, but I know who they got that from. They got that from the person they emulate. You know who started this? Floyd Mayweather. Remember when he was trying to downplay Muhammad Ali? Leading up to his fight, I think was with Manny Pacquiao or with Adrian Andre Berto, when he was trying to downplay Muhammad Ali. And people was like, you saw how Mike Tyson got mad. Mike Tyson got emotional. He said, man, he's a scared little man. You remember when they told when a reporter told Mike Tyson, hey, yo, what you think about what Floyd Mayweather said? I said Muhammad Ali, that he's that he's not the greatest, that he's the greatest. He said he's a scared little man. Huh? Muhammad Ali was protected by the people. Huh? He's a scared little man in a little world. You remember? You see Mike Tyson's eyes? Yo, I dare Shakur Stevenson says the same thing about Sugar Ray Robinson, the way that he said it in front of Mike Tyson. See, he said it in front of a hip-hop guy. He said it he said it to Cigar Talk. Cigar Talk don't know shit about boxing. He's a hip-hop guy. Huh? The security, lucky Norman Jr. took him down with one hand. I think that's see, security like that is like you're doing too much, my brother. You know they selling the fight is a face-off. They talking their shit, they laughing and stuff like that. Why are you trying to make something? See, securities like that, they take their job too serious. They take their job too serious. They ain't going nowhere. They're gonna be promoting a fight tomorrow, my brother. What the fuck are you doing? Huh? And anyway, why does Devin Haney got a security anyway? Like fuck a security. Like, why you got a security always like trying to like, you got your dad. Is you your dad and Norman Sr. and his son? Like, why this security has to butt in on a Family Feud? And sometimes like that, a guy like Devin Haney needs to tell his security, like, yo, chill, bro. Chill, you big doofus. Chill, I'm paying you. Chill. Hey, yo, my man, chill. Niggas, they say niggas is fresh toto. I haven't heard that phrase in a while. Oh, he said, baby, everybody, what you drinking today, okay? I'm drinking alone or you drinking with me, okay? Because then everybody gonna say they have a drinking problem. I don't care. Shy in the building. Man, stand down. What's good, Shy? What's good, Shy? Don't be shy. Don Julio Cota said Don Julio. Yeah, right. You with Don Julio. That's what it is. You're not drinking Don Julio. You with a Don Julio right now. Nigga, Don Julio. Tú estás con un Don Julio ahora. He said a little bit of wine here and there. So you having a Don Julio and you having wine here and there. Mentira. Tú estás hablando mentira, Cota. You got a tropical fantasy right now. You don't even have a Snapper with you. You got a tropical fantasy, 50 Cent. But yeah, what else are we gonna be talking about? What's the other subject? Ay. Eddie Reynoso. Ay. Mira. Mira esto, mi gente. Mira esto, mi gente. Mira, mi gente. Look at this, my friend. Look at this, my friends. Look at this, my friends. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. No PED, no life. Hey, yo. Not one dude pop dirty. Not just two. Not just three. Not just four. Not just five. Not just six. God damn it. Not just seven. God damn. Hey, yo, Eddie Reynoso has become the El Chapo of PEDs. He's become the El Chapo of PEDs. Hey, yo, we got to keep it on bossy, logically, and objectively. Look. Yo, and it's unfortunate because every time somebody pop dirty, everybody look at that Canelo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this fight with Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is already tainted. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been talking about Snack, but now we're talking about Eddie. It's Snack versus Eddie. It's El Chapo of PEDs versus Victor Conte, the Pablo Escobar of PEDs. And the thing is, you know what? I'm a little bit more upset. I'm more frustrated and more upset. It's because, and hey, yo, shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man. You lucky. Teofimo Lopez is lucky not to work with Eddie Reynoso, man. That was a blessing, right? But let me take this thing out. Did you read what Eddie Reynoso said today? And there's people that was hitting me up and say, yo, you see Punch, you jumped the gun, bro. He doesn't work with him, yo. Eddie, somebody is lying. And nobody is talking about it today, but your boy, Mr. Moonshine, is going to be talking about it. Because people was hitting me up because I did this video earlier today. Right? And people were saying, yo, Punch, you jumped the gun. You lying. You a traitor. Or you abandoning the Canelo Alvarez team. Oh, now you disrespecting Canelo Alvarez. I thought he was the man. I thought you was a fan. I break these down bossily, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm a fan of? I'm a fan of my integrity. How about that? Hey, some people always want to be like, yo, Punch, yo, why you switching up? Why you changing up? I ain't changing up. I always say I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. You got a problem with me because I break shit down unbiasedly, bruh. Yeah, I give certain fighters the benefit of the doubt because they have done in their career. Yeah, for the first time, damn it, I gave Eddie Reynoso the benefit of the doubt. But goddamn, motherfucker got 8 fighters popping dirty, bro. The fuck? Shit. He ain't getting no more hard passes from me. What's wrong with y'all? This shit looks suspect, bro. That's like if Josue Vargas got caught getting head from a bearded man. Y'all remember that? And he apologized. And he said he was drunk. That's not him. He ain't pájaro. But if he did it with 8 dudes, come on now. You gonna be like Josue Vargas? You a Rainbow Army leader, bruh. Yo, Shaw said you betrayed Canelo, Punch. They're gonna put you in the pine box. See, yeah, man. They gonna call people saying, yo, Punch. They're gonna call the cartel on you. I'm the public enemy number one. Yo, you know what? I can't keep it real. Like, damn, am I allowed to keep it real? Am I allowed to be unbiased? Am I allowed to give credit to Canelo Alvarez and also give him constructive criticism? Am I allowed to praise and support my guy Teofimo Lopez, but also hold him accountable and shit like that? I hold him accountable a little bit. Oh, yo, you switching up. I hold Canelo Alvarez accountable a little bit. Oh, you switching up. Damn, can I break shit down unbiased, logically, and objectively? Shit. Am I respected for that? Or y'all gonna unsubscribe because I'm saying the obvious that Eddie Reynoso should be thoroughly investigated? Golly. No, I'm gonna play the fool. Y'all want me to stick to a narrative. No, that wasn't no Punch. No, Eddie Reynoso was a head trainer. He's not the nutritionist. It's not Eddie's fault. It's not Eddie's fault. It's not, man, that's Eddie, man. Eddie's overseeing shit. He's the head, the head trainer, the manager. No boxing, no life. This is where I caught the lie today. Somebody's lying. Somebody's trying to somebody, and I think Eddie Reynoso is trying to disassociate from Fernando Rodriguez Jr. Fernando Rodriguez just popped dirty, right? Look what Eddie Reynoso wrote today on his IG post and Twitter post. Y'all got to flip your phone to see this one. I'm sorry, I can't zoom it in. All right? I'm not technology savvy, but I'll read it for y'all. And I'm going to read it just like if Eddie Reynoso was writing it. Give me a second. Give me a mother effing second. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Given the recent comments and speculation about my relationship with boxer Francisco Chihuas Rodriguez, it is pertinent to make the following clear. First and foremost, I am not Francisco's coach or manager, whom I had the pleasure of meeting in person just yesterday. The support he was given was through the promotion and sponsorship of No Boxing, No Life brand, who arranged 3 fights with Clase y Talento to try to support him in achieving the championship fight. I have dedicated almost my entire life to boxing because it's my passion, and the reason for being everything I have achieved has been through sacrifice and discipline and dedication. In the way we supported Francisco, we have supported many fighters and will continue to do until God allows us to. Regarding the positive test results in his recent fights, it will be Francisco who will have to make the pertinent clarification regarding the same. I had no participation of any kind in the fight, nor was I present at it. Therefore, I will not commit on it. To Francisco, I'll support that he may overcome this obstacle. I consider unfair that for appearing in a photo supporting Francisco Rodriguez, they want to hold me responsible, man. They want to hold me responsible. Y eso no es no fair, man. They want to hold me responsible for the situation outside of my work. In my position, I ain't trainer. I don't manage it. I have nothing to do with my fighters' nutrition plans. I don't cook for the fighters. I only eat their shit. I don't buy their food. I only eat their food. I don't give them supplements. I just take the supplements and put the shit on my ass. I don't recommend supplements. I certainly don't give them banned substance. Yo no soy un chile. Yo no le doy carnes a Canelo. I didn't give it the meat, motherfuckers. I didn't give it the meat. I support drug testing and clean boxing, and I hope that everyone I work with share the same values. I am very grateful to the professional media that have investigated in depth, that have reported the facts about me. Well, me, Punch Drum Boxing, will report the facts. Okay, Eddie? Me, Punch Drum Boxing. El pastor de boxeo le va a decir la verdad a la gente, okay? Listen to me, okay, my friend? I like you, Eddie. I like you, Eddie. But I don't like it. I don't like the bullshit, okay? Peep this why I say somebody is lying. Because the day before, he said, look, Eddie also said that he doesn't work with Francisco. He's not a trainer, nor does he manage Don Francisco Villalona. But this is what Francisco put on his IG the day before he popped dirty. He writes, thank God for putting me on the right path. Mr. Eddie Reynoso, Canelo team, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to believe in me when no one else did. I will be grateful to you all my life. I will work as never and clear as you told me. Let's go for the 4 titles. With God's favor, it is an honor to be a part of your team. Ladies and gentlemen, ain't nobody nobody talking about this but Punch on Boxing. Somebody's lying. Because Francisco, the day before he popped dirty, this is what he tweeted. Y'all can go check it out for yourself. Go to his IG. I'm not lying. Go to his IG. If he erased it or deleted it, that's on him. Eddie Reynoso just put out a statement today saying he doesn't work with him, he doesn't manage him. But this guy, Francisco, is saying what he said right here. God's favor is an honor to be part of your team. NBNL, no boxing, no life management. Eddie Reynoso está hablando mentira. He said it in, what did he say? Espera, mi gente. Look at this, okay? I know crazy, okay? I know crazy. I'm a drunk, all right? I'm drunky, all right? But I say the truth, okay? I know stupid, all right? I know stupid, Eddie. What he said right here, ladies and gentlemen, what did he say in the last sentence? I am very grateful to the professional media that have investigated in depth, that have reported the facts about me. You saying, vamos leer, mi gente, okay? All right? Let's read, okay? I grew up with Reading Rainbow. You remember? Reading Rainbow, awesome, done every day. Take a look, Reading Rainbow. I used to read Rainbow with the guy from Star Trek, okay? You remember the black guy from Star Trek? I learned how to read with him. Okay? So I'm not Floyd Mayweather in the Breakfast Club, all right? I learned, even my kindergarten first grade teacher was shit, but I learned Reading Rainbow, all right? I learned from the black guy from Star Trek. I read books every day. I learned how to draw from the dude with the afro. I learned about I learned about global with Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego. You remember Carmen Sandiego? I learned global from her. I learned about Africa and Antarctica and Australia. School ain't shit. School was the babysitter. But I learned from Reading Rainbow. I learned how to read from Reading Rainbow. Mr. Rogers was my neighbor. Okay? Mr. Rogers was my neighbor. Reading Rainbow, the black guy from Star Trek, taught me how to read. How I don't understand how he was reading in the day and then he was blind in space. Hey, yo, I was just thinking about that shit right now. How that motherfucker was teaching me how to read in the morning. And then when I was watching Star Trek, the motherfucker's blind. How the fuck he learn how to read like that? Oh, shit. Stop hitting me, man. It's too early for this shit. Man, I ain't lying, bro. It's just a coincidence, all right? Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm telling you my age, man. Probably I'm old, bro. Maybe I'm old. I'm old, all right? Maybe I don't know what the fuck Reading Rainbow was. But let's go. This is what Eddie Reynoso said. Eddie Reynoso is trying to clean his hands, right? He goes, yo, it's first and foremost, I am not Francisco's coach or manager, who I had the pleasure of meeting in person just yesterday. Mira que hablador. Diablo que hablador, Eddie. Because he put this picture. When he put this picture, he said he met this guy yesterday. He put this picture. Mira, hablador. Espera. I have it right here, motherfucker. He said he wants to, Eddie said he wants us to do investigation. So this is the investigation, okay? Investigation right here, all right? This investigation. Hold on. This was in the morning today. Eddie Reynoso, mira, he said he only met him for the first time yesterday. Espera, dame ponerlo ahí. Mira la foto aquí. Mira la foto. All right, baby. This is. Espera. Wait a minute. ¿Qué dice ahí? 2 days ago. Mira que hablador. Mira que hablador, tigre. Mira que hablador el tigre. He's a liar. You a liar. You want investigation? I do the investigation. Put on back and do investigation today. She said, Punch, who did you hear your phone? Yo, I woke up one morning and I said, damn. What you talking about, Sha? Look. Sha, that's just your eyes. That's your eyes. My phone ain't broken. What you talking about? Look at you, love. Mira, Sha. ¿Qué tú estás viendo, Chai? He said, hey, no, Eddie Reynoso say, you doing, hey, thank you for the media to do investigation. I'm doing the investigation right now. No. He said it right here. What he said, look, this is his word, right? I will work. He put the sign, like if he signed with him. Me, when no one else did, I will be grateful to you all my life. Right? He got a pen. He got the hand. I will work as never and clear as you told me. Let's go for the 4 titles. With God's favor, is an honor to be part of your team. Don't be afraid to start over. You may like your new story better. No boxing, no life. Dick, I only met this guy yesterday. You believe Eddie Reynoso, ladies and gentlemen? No, ladies and gentlemen, am I breaking it down? Or y'all want me to create a narrative? Or y'all want me to create a narrative because yo soy Latino and Canelo team is Latino and Punch, yo, you gotta support your Latino. Man, our support was right. Okay? And this right here to me look too suspect already. That's it. This is beyond epic proportion now. There got to be an investigation to Eddie Reynoso and his gym. If they don't find shit, they don't find shit. Does he have, do I give him the benefit of the doubt? Not anymore. I'm sorry. Not anymore. Just like I don't give Victor Conte the benefit of the doubt. I don't. Right now, if we turn our, come on, man. This is a coincidence right now, man. I don't like it. I don't like the situation because I'm a massive Canelo Alvarez fan, and I appreciate Eddie Reynoso, and I appreciate the guys like Ryan Garcia, and it was great news when I heard that Tio was going to be training with Eddie Reynoso. But now, no, mi gente, no. We don't gonna be stupid over here. We no stupid over here. We may be drunkies, but we no stupid. Ain't nothing happening, nada. Cash cows don't get in trouble. Sad, but true. But you don't even got to be a cash cow to get in trouble. Epoxy Magic, think about it. And it's true. The fact is that we don't really care. We just talking shit. I'm losing my voice because in all reality, it's just like Epoxy Magic saying, we don't care. Let's be honest. This is just to be outraged, right? This is just to be outraged, but we don't care. We don't care about people popping dirty. We don't care about fighters popping dirty in the sport of boxing. We just like to create a chaos and cry and bitch and moan. But then we can't wait to see the fight because Canelo Alvarez popped dirty. But guess what? I couldn't wait to see Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. I gave Canelo Alvarez a pass. Yeah, because I wanted to see the fight for Triple G. We gave Conor Ben a pass. Let's be real. Are we gonna be the channel and my community? You see how Showbiz? Shout out to my brother Showbiz. He got the war room, right? He got the war room. That's his chat. But in my chat, we the fucking drunks, the drunkies, huh? But when we drunk, we tell the mother effing truth with a passion, all right? Junkie Nation, huh? Are we going to be? Can we speak the truth? All these other channels, they got their little narrative pushes and stuff like that. Whatever channel, you know what I'm saying? No. I don't even want y'all to be like, yeah, Punch, and rock with everything I say. No. I like to educate and I like to be educated. I have no ego. I like to educate and be educated. People don't like it, they don't like it. You give props to somebody, they like you. You give props to a fighter. Guess what? The fighter likes you, and then their fan base likes you. And as soon as you criticize them or give them constructive criticism, the fighter hates you, and then their fan base hates you. They unsubscribe, they leave, and they be disloyal. No, over here is unbiased, logically, and objectively. And I'm going to give fighters the benefit of the doubt to those who have accomplished great things in the sport of boxing. There's a reason why I will give Alexander Usyk the benefit of the doubt. Now, Uwe the benefit of the doubt. Teofimo Lopez the benefit of the doubt. Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt now. Yeah, I will. Shakur Stevenson the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Those who are accomplished, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Yes. But I will hold them accountable and I will praise them. Canelo Alvarez the benefit of the doubt. The way that David Benavidez has been moving lately, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Dimitri Bivol the benefit of the doubt. Otoba Turbie the benefit of the doubt. But no. When it comes to this situation right here, bro, I don't trust it, man. But we don't care. Conor Ben popped dirty, and I couldn't wait to see Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank Jr. Matter of fact, that's the highlight of 2025. He said, drunk, you've been on the same beer for 20 minutes. Damn. Ah, mira, te está contando. Mira, tú quieres que yo me trago. Tú quieres que yo trago también, no yo santo. Pero de algo para yo compre otra cerveza. De algo y deja de estar haciendo, you want to do the same beer. Tú crees que yo soy un monstruo, Mírate, tigre, no, ok. Paso por ese. Relax, ok. Mírate, tigre. He wants me to eat the bottle and chew the glass too. Pero, easy, baby, easy. ¿Verdad, Andy? He crazy. What happened? This is the dude that goes to the bar and buy the bucket and drinks it all. Don't even give people nothing. Relax, que no se va ahí. We're not leaving right now. And how you know that I wasn't drinking earlier? Mira, I drank una martini. Oh, no. Una margarita. For the first time, I drank a watermelon margarita. Yes, I drank a watermelon margarita, right? How much you want to bet? There's going to be somebody right now that's going to be like, oh, you trying to be racist? What you trying to say? Why you gotta say watermelon margarita? Why you just can't say the regular margarita? No, I tasted watermelon margarita, okay? Y me gustaba el margarita. Haney, not half a gram. I'm actually not a beer drinker. That's what it is. That's why, to be honest, okay, and New York Santos. To be honest, I'm not a beer drinker. I'm not. I'm actually a very, very slow beer. I probably have beers like once in a blue moon. I'm a mixed drinker. I'm a rum. I'm not necessarily tequila shotter anymore. You know what I'm saying? I like simple mixed drinks, right? Simple mixed drinks. My favorite drink is Blue Long Island iced tea. If I want to get lit, let me get 3 of those, and I'm getting butt naked in the bar. But we don't care about people popping dirty. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Do we care? Come on. In the chat. Let's be real. Do we care? Do we care? Do we care that people pop dirty in the sport of boxing? Let's be real. Shy said, I care. But when I say we care collectively, yes, we care. Anthony says, yes, we care. Punch, what the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? We care, right? If you don't want to care, you don't care. But I care, goddammit. I have integrity. Punch. Look at Anthony Jones. He's saying, yes, I do care. Like he's trying to get brownie points with Shy. Shy says, I care. And Anthony's like, yeah, I care too, Punch. Shy care. You care, Shy? Yeah, I care too. I don't give a damn. Everybody say, Shy, I care. I care, Punch. Anthony Jones trying to get brownie points because Shy says she cares. He's trying to create. Shy says, I care, Punch. I don't give a fuck. I care. I got integrity. I don't want people, you know what I'm saying? I want the level playing field. I care. And he said, yeah. I care too. Yeah, I care. Motherfucker, Anthony Jones, man, you ain't give a fuck when Ryan Garcia popped dirty for Oscar. As a matter of fact, put it this way. Let's take it. Let's take it a step further. Let's take it a step further. And Shy's in the boxing community. Shy knows this, right? Shy, let's be real. Shy, let's be real, because Shy's a beautiful female, right? Shy, I want you to answer it, because you know the men is not going to be real and answer this. Some of them are going to be real. Some of them might be real, but you're going to be real. You know, I know that we don't care about PEDs or popping dirty. Why no media or in any interviews held Alicia Baumgartner accountable for popping dirty? You know why nobody wanted to say that? Because Alicia Baumgartner looked good. And Alicia Baumgartner be like, you think I popped dirty? Nah, Alicia. Hell no. Hell no. I support you. I know there was something wrong with them testing. I know there was something wrong. Alicia, baby girl, you ain't popping. You ain't dirty. I know you official. I know you official. Ain't nobody want to pull that call with Alicia Baumgartner because they was looking at her. Thank you. Pretty privilege. Thank you, Shy. But let me tell you like this. As soon as Clarissa Shields popped dirty for marijuana, the whole boxing world was on. The whole boxing world, bruh, was on Clarissa Shields when she popped for marijuana. Me and Antonio Toma with a wig. Hey yo, that bitch is a druggie. But when Alicia Baumgartner popped dirty, nah, she ain't dirty. Nah, I don't believe it. Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me contact Alicia Baumgartner for an interview. Alicia Baumgartner, you know I don't believe it. If you know you want to clean the air, you know what I'm saying? Clear the air, you know what I'm saying? Do an interview and stuff like that. I believe you, baby girl. You the undisputed, you know what I'm saying? See, Shy knows. Shy knows. The reason why Alicia Baumgartner did not get pressed about her popping dirty is because she looked good. And the men, the YouTubers, the media, the independent media was not trying to rattle that cage. They ain't trying to throw her under the bus. Cause I'm gonna tell you something about men. Men will try to always keep that window open of opportunity, even if it's an imagination, even if it's fairy tale, even if it's fairy tale. I don't know if women do it. They probably do. But even men, right? Even when men see, them celebrities that look good, right? Damn, she look good. And then they see that celebrity with an offset. Like, look at Cardi B. Yo, Cardi B looking high. Yo, look at Cardi B. And then she would offset. Look with that. Oh, why she with that nigga? Oh, come on. Why she dating him? Like, it's like if people have like their imagination, like if they date somebody, no, come on. Why you dating? Like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna get a chance anyway, motherfucker. Why you don't want to date? I remember when, and the girls feel the same way, because I remember when Usher got married. I was in school around that time. When Usher got married, all the girls like, oh my God, I ain't even gonna buy his album no more, because the bitches think that they have a chance. They see that, like, if he gets into a relationship, they lose their chance. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Anthony Joe says, "Nah, Cardi is a regular chick. She regular. She a regular chick from Washington Heights. That's how I see. She's just a regular. You want to see Cardi B? Just come around my way. Washington Heights or Harlem. We have un tro de Cardi B's. The only thing is that maybe she inject her ass more than often. But Cardi B's is a regular where I'm from, bro. I could show you 5 Cardi B's, bro, like this. You gonna think that this is Cardi B's cousins and sisters. I could show Cardi B's is a regular. I'm not gonna say that she's ugly. I'm not gonna say none of that. Cardi B, where I'm from, Wash Heights, right? Harlem, Dykeman, is a regular. That is a regular. You don't hear a bunch of, come to my way. You don't hear a bunch of dudes sweating Cardi B. Around my way, dudes don't sweat Cardi B. Around my way, dudes don't be like, yo, that Cardi B chick is all right. Never. None of my peoples, none of my crew, never. She's a regular. Especially before she became famous. She was a regular. She's probably the bottom down stripper. Huh? But Cardi B is a regular, bro. She's a regular. And regular, I'm not saying that regular is bad. I'm just saying that she aight. She's just aight. J-Lo is different. J-Lo is different. J-Lo has natural beauty. J-Lo has a natural body. When she was young, and I'm talking about the Selena thick, I'm talking about the In Living Color. J-Lo is a natural. J-Lo don't even need too much makeup. J-Lo is official, bro. No, there's not a lot of J-Los like that. J-Lo just had everything put together. The face, the tetas, the hair, los pies, hasta los pies. I like her toes too. But a Cardi B is a regular. A J-Lo is one of the best looking chicks in the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about prime J-Lo. Prime J-Lo. What? Prime J-Lo was the shit, bro. Prime J-Lo. Nah, there's not a lot of regular J-Los. And around that time, I'm gonna tell you the other Puerto Rican shorty that I liked it even better than J-Lo. If everybody remember Rosie Perez in her prime. Rosie Perez in her prime. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s. Rosie Perez. And then her voice, oh my God, I like you. Oh my God. And her voice was different. Rosie Perez in her prime was the shit. That was unique right there. Rosie Perez in her prime was different, bro. And she had everything. Everything. And the voice. Ay. AT said, I knew he was going to say Rosie. Yo, but Rosie is underrated, though. Rosie Perez is underrated. And then she was like a fight fan, too. Like, that's the good-looking homegirl. And she don't have a lot of, how you say, like bad, how you say, she don't have a bad reputation either. But you remember the White Man Can't Jump? The rated R version, not the BET version, the sex scene. The dimples, the voice. Nah, Rosie Perez was a shit. We need some women in here so we can talk about good look. Pero Shy, you don't have to. Pero Shy, mírame a mí. Mira. Porfirio Rubirosa, the first playboy of the Dominican Republic that dated Marilyn Monroe. Post-drum boxing. Mira, what else? The other day I went to the bar and the ladies was coming over and said, oh my God, Chris Brown. Que yo no soy Chris Brown. Vete aquí, mujer. I like that song with you and Drake. God, yo no soy Chris Brown, baby. Que yo no soy ese tigre. I don't know who's him. Randy, con la bandera de República Dominicana. La música de Randy, ¿de qué está la música de Randy? La música de Randy. Randy. All right, baby. All right. Ya, get the fuck out of me. Ya, coño. Get out of here, baby. Ya vete a bailar con otro. Ya. Go dance with somebody else. Punctuation. That's what I'm talking about. Mira, Shy. Ay, mira, Shy. Le gusta su little Muslim. Pero Shy, I heard that Muslim men don't be treating the woman right. Mira, Shy, que Shiraz is a good looking, in my opinion. Hey, yo, Shy, you will cover up for him because he's Muslim. So if you date him, he wants you to cover up. Hey, yo, Shy, will you cover up for Shiraz? Para la frente, Randy, my friend. Good looking now. Appreciate you. God bless you, Randy. Good looking now. Appreciate you, my brother. You already know. One of the members of Punch Drum Boxing. Yo, shit. Shy like Shiraz. He gonna make you cover up. The next time we see Shy, we're gonna see Shy like this. How you doing, Punch? Hey, Punch. I just want to let you know that I love your channel. Shy gonna look like this. The next time we see, we're gonna see a photo of Shy. She gonna look like this. Hey, shout out to the channel. Come to Mike Smoke Shop if you really think you could really punk us. I don't want the other end. Light it up a bomb in your cigarette. Lick it before you stick it. You know they're going to have you arrange marriages Turkey Out Shake is looking at the chat right now. Shiraz, I've seen little women for you, motherfucker. You're better win versus Edgar Berlanga. I found a woman for you, right? For you to marry. Her name is Shy, right? She would be shy. You would be good to her. But we don't give a damn about PEDs. Let's be real. We gave Ryan Garcia the benefit of the doubt. The fight of the year was Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. Fight of the year. And we're grateful to have that fight. Conor Benn popped dirty. Who else? We never got the B sample from Dillian White after the Rivas fight. We didn't care about Canelo Alvarez popping dirty. We wanted to see the Triple G fight. Who else? Who else? Demon22 says Shy knows I'm male version of 1980s J-Lo. Shy knows I'm the male version of 1980s J-Lo. That you're the male version of 1980s J-Lo. Usted un trani, eh? Are you trani? Are you mujer con pinga? Huh? Shy knows I'm the male version of the 1990s J-Lo. Are you trani? Are you mujer con pinga? I said male version. I got you. I'm just joking. You said Punch. I said male virgin, Punch. Damn, man, I ain't gonna go $10 no more, man. I said male virgin. They're gonna make me choke on this fucking beer. But I was, as much as everybody was intrigued with the press fight, with the with the press conference, I think it was very cringy. I think it was very, I think it was all over the place, to be honest. Shakur Stevenson was dissing Oscar De La Hoya. Edgar Berlanga was. I don't know. It ain't even seem that it seemed like Edgar Berlanga and Shakur Stevenson wanted to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Yo, it seemed like Oscar De La Hoya, bro. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya, not even in his prime as a fighter, was like this. Think about it. During the press conference in New York City, right, for the May 2nd card, Oscar De La Hoya stood up, about to go and looked like he was about to go toe-to-toe with Bill Haney. Oscar De La Hoya was about to go toe-to-toe with Canelo Alvarez while Canelo Alvarez was promoting the fight with Jaime Munguia. Canelo Alvarez about to go toe-to-toe with Shakur Stevenson. I said Oscar De La Hoya with Edgar Berlanga. Oscar De La Hoya is pinching these guys' nerves. And Oscar De La Hoya didn't even have that when he used to fight. He wasn't like that. Like, as much, I don't think that people are giving Oscar De La Hoya enough credit, but Oscar De La Hoya knows how to promote way better than what he was when he was a fighter. I mean, he didn't need to promote. I mean, he already had the loyal fan base. He was already a money maker. But Oscar De La Hoya knows how to get people under their skin. You know what I'm saying? It seems like everybody's just talking about the Edgar Berlanga and Oscar De La Hoya. Like, I forgot about Shiraz today. I forgot about William Zepeda today. Oscar De La Hoya stole the show. Burp said, yo, Oscar De La Hoya had a good boy image. Yep. Now, the best promo was that when he was going toe-to-toe with, not toe-to-toe when Ricardo Mayorga was chewing Oscar De La Hoya up, bro. Yo, that was one of the funniest promos. Ricardo Mayorga was chewing up Oscar De La Hoya, bro. And around that time, if you think about it, I understand why Oscar De La Hoya always say, I'm more Puerto Rican than you. Because if you remember, Oscar De La Hoya was married to a Puerto Rican and he moved to Puerto Rico for a lot of years. While he was in his prime in the 90s, right? Late 90s, right? Was it like mid to 90s? He was living in Puerto Rico. He was a Puerto Rican. He used to live in Puerto Rico for a while, maybe for almost a decade. So I understand when he be like, but I think he was wrong by saying, where's your Puerto Rican passport? Because there is no such thing as Puerto Rican passport. Right? There's no such thing as Puerto Rican passport. Puerto Rico was part of America. So when he kept saying that, why he keeps saying the Puerto Rican passport? But I like this week. I think a lot of buzz for this week. I think a lot of buzz for the ladies, man. And I think that the ladies is going to prove this weekend why women boxing is actually needed. And I want people to truly like men. I know I see the analytics. Boxing is, people that follow boxing is like 95%. I think it's 89 or 91% is a male driven sport. The fan base is male driven. It's like, look at the chat. We got Shy. Right now we only got one girl and everybody is a guy. That's really like how boxing is. But just sometimes it takes one, sometimes it takes two. And I gotta give a lot of props, and I gotta give a lot of props to Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. One thing about Katie Taylor, as we all know her story, Katie Taylor, she disguised herself as a tomboy, as a boy, just to get into these fights. If it wasn't for Katie Taylor, there wouldn't be no Women Olympics in the sport of boxing. They wouldn't have women boxing in the Olympics if it wasn't for Katie Taylor. If it wasn't, now put this, if it wasn't for Amanda Serrano, and I did a video about this, and people, there was people that was saying that you unfair to the other girls, that I'm unfair of Clarissa Shields or and they say, but Katie Taylor was a trailblazer. No, Katie Taylor is a trailblazer. But when it comes to right now, where women boxing is at right now, you got to remember, Eddie Hearn only have one fighter. He went from signing a bunch of women to that's it, out of the women boxing business, because to be honest, there's really no revenue in women boxing like that. That's why PBC was not into it. Turkey Al Sheikh don't give a fuck about it. I know he don't give about revenues. Top Rank only had two women fighters, Michaela Mayer and Sani, what's her name? Sanicia. They only got Michaela Mayer. That's one. Amanda Serrano signed a lifetime deal with Most Valuable Promotions. She has a power position. It's because of Amanda Serrano that Most Valuable Promotions is signing all these women. If Amanda Serrano did not trust Jake Paul to sign with Jake Paul, because think about it, if you really think about it, she's signed with Lou DiBella. They try to lowball her versus Katie Taylor. They was going to put on the co-main event versus Katie Taylor in the co-main event to Povetkin and Dillian White in the backyard of Eddie Hearn's mansion. She pulled out of the negotiations. Like I was one of the only ones. I was the only one in this boxing world. Irish media was chewing her up. The media in America was chewing her up. Even the Puerto Ricans was chewing her up. Even the Puerto Rican media was chewing up Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano did not want to talk to anybody. When she pulled out of negotiations, she saw all the backlash. They was calling her that she's scared, that she doesn't have, that she's fearful of Katie Taylor, all the derogatory name that you could think of, because she pulled out of negotiations, right? Amanda Serrano said, I only want to do an interview with you, and I want to give you my side of the story because you're fair. That's how she approached me. They approached me because you're fair, Punch Drunk Boxing. And I'm gonna say it like this: I don't give a damn what anybody say about me. I don't give a fuck. Even though that I listen, I read, but I'm gonna tell you one of the number one the number one props that I get in boxing. I'm not talking about the YTBC because there's a lot of trolls, but I'm talking about people in boxing. They be like, you crazy, but you fair. And I said from day one that Amanda Serrano was the Manny Pacquiao of women boxing. Amanda Serrano is a 7th division world champion. Amanda Serrano does not only does boxing, but she also does the MMA and jiu-jitsu. She was doing 3. And Amanda Serrano was getting paid $5,000, $3,000, $1,200. There were certain fights that Amanda Serrano, let me tell you like this. There were certain fights that Amanda Serrano was fighting for free. Facts. And when I said, nah, Reina, you a 7-figure fighter. She actually I remember that the first interview. She said, "I'm good with $300,000." She didn't even think that when I was saying, "Now you a 7-figure fighter." Thank you. But they was talking about just 300,000 was the top money, right? She pulled out of negotiations. She got out of that contract from Lou DiBella, and she signed with who? Jake Paul. She put her career, her trust. She put on a 23-year-old, 24-year-old guy. That's crazy. That's why everybody thought she's crazy. Remember, everybody talking shit about the Paul brothers. What are they doing in boxing? They should be out of the sport of boxing. The people that trusted Jake Paul in the sport of boxing she trusted Jake Paul with her career. Right? Her pulling out of that fight, then eventually getting the fight versus Katie Taylor the first time around. But look at women boxing right now. 96% of the female that are televised fighters that's on the top of their division is signed to Most Valuable Promotions. If Amanda Serrano never would have signed, they never would have confidence in signing fighters. They just because their Most Valuable Promotions moneymaker outside of Jake Paul is Amanda Serrano. Boxing abandoned women boxing this year. This year. All the promoters said, fuck boxing. Remember, all these promoters went to do business with Turkey Al Sheikh. Turkey Al Sheikh ain't doing shit for the women. Amanda Serrano signed a lifetime deal with Most Valuable Promotions. And because of her, all these women got signed. I remember Shadeja Green was looking to get signed. And Amanda Serrano said, I got your back. I remember when Heather Hardy couldn't get a fight. And she fought Heather Hardy. So Heather Hardy could make ends meet because her money was running out. Opportunity was running out. Money was running out. Amanda Serrano fought the fighter in Dominican Republic because she didn't have no money to take care of her kids. And Amanda Serrano fought her just so she could make money to take care of her kids when she fought that rematch. Amanda Serrano is always doing things for the betterment of women boxing. And this is why, this is the reason why I say that she's the real GOAT. It's not a disrespect of the name of Clarissa Shields. Amanda Serrano is the ambassador. She's the queens of queen. If it wasn't for Amanda Serrano today, women boxing, the sport of women boxing, you're going to have some couple attractions here and there. The sport of women boxing will be dead if it wasn't for Amanda Serrano's sacrifice. That's what I'm saying. So when I say she's the queen, all those women know she's the queen. All those women in that car knows the sacrifice that Amanda Serrano did. If it wasn't for the sacrifice of some Amanda Serrano, women boxing today would be dead. Would be dead. Think about it. Best performers is going to get a $250,000, a $250,000 bonus. And what Amanda Serrano said today in the press conference, you don't have to give it to me and Katie Taylor. One of these girls deserve it. Come on, man. That's yo, that woman, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that she's getting appreciated like she's been. I've been saying this for years. When Amanda Serrano is done, and if Amanda Serrano feels like, she signed a lifetime deal, but if Amanda Serrano feel like, you know what, I just want to go to a different venture. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. Amanda Serrano, people should bow. Now, I'm not gonna say bow, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she's the shit, bro. She's the most humble person I've ever met. Amanda Serrano, I'm gonna tell you like this, with all this testosterone, with a lot of dudes. I'm gonna tell you, folks, I'm gonna tell you like this. There's a lot of there's fighters that's promised me that they got my back. Yo, I'm gonna hook you up with this. Yo, Punch, I got you with this. Amanda Serrano was the only. Amanda Serrano, I'm gonna tell you that when she had when I walked her out with Jordan, shout out to Jordan Maldonado, a real one. Shout out to Cindy Serrano. Me walking out of Amanda Serrano was one of the greatest moments of my life. I felt for the first time that the support and love outside of my kids was reciprocated, bro. In the sense of me doing this boxing stuff, of course, there's people that support the channel, they're members, y'all donate. I love y'all, bro. I truly love, I truly love the people that truly be loyal to the channel and really support what I'm doing, right? But Amanda Serrano only had Jordan, her sister, her cut man, the second-hand coach. She ain't had nobody out there in Dallas. And she wanted me to join. And she let me walk her out as well. Because I showed her love from the beginning. And that was her way of also like giving back. Like, I'm rocking with you because you've been rocking. The people that's rocking with me, that's gonna enjoy, because of course she's thinking that she's gonna win. She's gonna win. She wanted to share that moment with the people that only truly believed in her. Not that the people that got in the bandwagon. Nah. And I'm gonna tell you like this, in boxing, you see people, yo, Punch, I got you with this. Yo, I'm gonna hook you up with this. Yo, Punch, what? Once that week comes, 90% of these people, once that week comes, yo, folks, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Once that week comes that they're having a fight, I ain't nobody no more. I ain't shit. Like I never existed. Like I never existed. I'll be like, yo, I want to write. Yo, to be honest, folks, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a mini book about this community, yo, because I'm gonna tell you like this: 98% of the people in boxing that I've met are fake. That's why I said what I said in the videos. In the videos, I'm saying like, yo, fuck this punch drunk boxing. Yo, I've held so much. I'm still gonna keep that shit inside, bro. When it comes out, yo, yeah, I'm gonna say like this. I could say shit that I could go viral. Like this. The world of boxing be talking about punch drunk boxing. The shit that I know that I could go viral. But this community, the people in this in boxing, one of the most fakest people, humans. And I used to think, I was like, yo, for real, let me take another drink. I'm giving you raw truth. I'm giving you raw truth, raw emotions, and everything. And this community, fighters, managers, promoters, one of the most ungrateful people, ungrateful humans, man. One of the most ungrateful people. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even understand. That's why I appreciate Amanda Serrano. You guys don't like it. That's why I appreciate Demetrius Andre, because Demetrius Andre, when they didn't let me in, they wasn't letting me pass, because they like, oh, you can't come in here. And Demetrius Andre stood up and said, nah, he gonna get in here. He's one of the realest. When all these fake ass media, he's one of the real ones. Like that. He pointed me out like that in front of everybody. Promoters, Eddie Hearn, everybody. Demetrius Andre did that. So fuck that. That's my guy. That's my guy. Because he easily could have been like, yo, it's my night anyway. You know what I'm saying? That was during the Jason Quigley fight in Hampshire. That was during. And he goes, yo, nah. Let him in the locker room. He said that out loud like that in front of everybody. Dave Fernandez. Yo, my top ladies, no particular order. Layla, Christy Martin, Serrano, and Katie. You know, Dave Fernandez, good looking out with a $20 super chat. You know that if Amanda Serrano knocks out Katie Taylor, she ties Christy Martin for the most knockout for 32 knockouts in the history of women boxing, right? Yo, there's gonna be it could be a truly big night for Amanda Serrano. Good looking out, Dave Fernandez. Always appreciate you, man. I appreciate you to the fullest. Boo Boo's a real Shy. I'm gonna tell you that people. Yo, there's most people that you see on camera, like these fighters. They not all that. Person wise, as fighters, they may be good, but personality, Boo Boo's a real one, bro. Boo Boo's a real one. Boo Boo's a real one. I say like this. Yo, Shy, I'm tell you like this. One of the most difficult times since March or February has been one of the most difficult times in my life emotionally because my grandmother died. One of the most difficult times. Still is to today. Still is. I've drank probably 5 times a week since my grandmother died. I'm trying to cope with it. I'm trying to smile as much. I'm trying to all that, right? But peep this. People see the channel. People know me. Boo Boo, Jordan from Amanda Serrano's manager. The Donaires. Was the only people in boxing that shout out to Barack from Akim Barack. Shout out to Barack. Was the only people in boxing. Shout out to Henry that sends their condolences. I said, wow. And they know, and people that you guys know that I speak so highly about to this day, ni me dieron un condolence. Fighters that I prop up every day, not even me dio un condolences. Somos amigos. No cordón, estúpido, Joaquín. But yo, it's crazy. Shy. My silence speak for itself. My silence speak for itself. Boo was a real one. He is a real one. And also remember last year, shout out to Boo Boo when Boo Boo's mother passed away. Like that's why I was so defensive. I was so defending him also because people don't know what he was going through behind the scenes, bro. People don't know he was going through. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know if Boo Boo told you, right? The reason why Boo Boo actually fought David Benavidez, like he went out there trying to throw combination already. He went out there to fight David Benavidez toe to toe. You know what he said? You know what he said to me, bro? Shout out to Boo Boo, bro. He said, "Man, I got that anger out of me in that fight. That's all he wanted. He went to fight David Benavidez to release his anger because his mother passed away. His mother was in a coma a couple months. His mother was in a coma leading up to the Mon Nicholson fight. You know what I'm saying? And he, I just need to get my anger off because before he stepped inside the ring, he will have his mom sit in the section where he know he's at. And when he's in between the rounds and throughout his fights, he will look for her voice and that will motivate him. And he knew that voice was not going to be there. That's why I also tell fighters sometimes we don't know what these fighters go through behind the scenes, you know, and that's why I tell Boo Boo, yo, tell your story, my brother. Let's tell your story, because that motherfucker got a story. But he's like, you know, he don't feel like people care anyway. They don't give him they hate him so much that he don't feel like people even care. Damn, Punch, you really be hurting out here for real. Sometimes I could see the disappointment, pain in your eyes. You know what it is, bro? It's because, man, I wear my feelings. I wear everything out of my sleeves, man. I don't hide shit. I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book. Punch, Run Boxing, Eddie Gomez. You could look me up. I'm always been an open book. I always been real with everybody I meet. I never crossed nobody. I always gave the people the benefit of the doubt. I love supporting people. I love like I have no ego, bro. I love supporting people. When I say, yo, I'm preserving the sport of boxing, preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Boxing, my one of my best friends died. That's my introduction of boxing. He was sparring without the headgear. A guy older than him, he hit him with a shot. Had needed emergency surgery and died in the operation room. He was 16. He was sparring with an adult. I used to hate when people call fighters bums. But then when I really see the business of boxing today, these boxers are fucking fake. My God, they fake. Yo, they fake. You would think that these fighters are like warriors, right? As much as they warriors, they are fake, bro. Fake. Fake that is embarrassing. I even told my brother Rap Star, I said, yo, Rap. If you infiltrated in boxing, I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm talking about in boxing. Rap Star, look at Rap Star right here. I told my brother Rap Star, if you get infiltrated in boxing, you're gonna be disappointed. You're never gonna look at boxing the same. Right, Rap? Rap is my witness, Rap. For how many years I've been saying that? You want to respect fighters, you want to respect boxing, don't go too in. Don't try to go into the sport of boxing. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what goes into the sport of boxing. Boxing, and the reason why I say your pawns wrong boxing and the boxing part is that is because boxing is the fakest, one of the fakest communities. I'm not talking about the boxing content creators. I'm not talking about that because we just debating and arguing and praising what's in the surface. But in boxing is the fakest shit, bro. It's a bunch of snakes, fakes, mental illness motherfuckers, weak motherfuckers that they can't even make it out in life. They only got balls in a fair fight in the ring. Outside, son pelagato. They ain't nobodies. Their characters are shitty. I'm telling you. From promoters, from media people, from men in suits, all of them is all a fraud, bro. It's all a facade. It's a fake. I'm saying, I'm telling y'all the truth. If you got integrity, you're not making it in boxing. If you got integrity, you will not make it in boxing. In business or nothing, because in business, you got to snake somebody. You got to snake somebody. You got to take advantage of somebody. You got to take advantage of somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's boxing. You need to be a shark. Rapso said, boxing, you need to be a shark, man. You need to be the shark and you got to be a snake at the same time. A shark and a snake. Just picture the biggest shark and a snake have a baby. That's boxing. You want to survive in boxing? Nah. I remember my mom is a very smart woman, right? And I tell mom, I said, man, my mom got a story, right? I said, you should write a book. You know, you should write a book. And I told my mom also, my mom said, why you don't run for office? Because my mom used to she liked to protest and fight for laws and lead poisoning. Go check her out. My mom, Basilia Gomez. My mom is the shit, right? I said, Mom, why you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my mother had depression when she was young, you know what I'm saying? She got married. She got together with my father. They broke up, they married and stuff like that. So, you know, we didn't have an easy upbringing, right? But outside of that, about her work, and I said, Ma, and my mom is a God-fearing woman. She's Christian. And I said, Mom, why you don't run for office? You know what my mom said? I don't want to run for office. I can't. Why? She said, because you got to be the biggest liar. And I'm not going to lie to the people. I'm a God-fearing woman. My mom could run for office. My mom could be a senator, a mayor of New York City. She's gotten awards from Rudy Giuliani and from Mike Bloomberg. Because my mom is Christian and a God-fearing woman that she prays all the time and she's in church all the time. She said, I can't, because then I have to lie all the time. And that's why and that's like boxing. Justin in the building said, Manito, yo recuerdo cuando hablamos de Dios y oramos por el live. Bring that back, fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Kid Chocolate. Yeah, man. God first, everything second, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. Yeah, I do need God, bro. I need God every day. I think I want to bring God into the channel. I want to infiltrate. Te voy a decir esto, Justin. You know what? I'm glad that you said that. Because let me tell you what this community has done to me, to be honest. Because if everybody followed Punch on Boxing from the beginning, I always say God first, everything second, 5+ of our equals who true champions. I love God, bro. I got a lot of loose screws. I'm imperfect. I'm a crazy dude and stuff like that. But when it comes to God, man, I love God, bro. And I love God, right? You know what I notice about this community, to be honest, my people? This is a very negative community. I find myself like, damn, people just want me to roast people and make fun of people and just joke on people and negative. And when you're in a creative mind, right? Because this is what, to be honest, this is content creation, right? So let me tell you what the content in boxing. I'm on Twitter. I'm looking for news. Every day is a constant. I'm looking for news. I'm looking for news. I'm looking for something for me to create. I'm looking for something to me create. But I know in this community, people like chaos and hate and drama. They want me to hate on Shakur. They want me to hate on Devin. They want me to hate on Tank. They want me to hate on Canelo. Because that's what sells, that drives the numbers. And if you like one, you gotta hate all. So you could be a channel, you could be a Canelo Alvarez channel, but you gotta hate David Benavidez. You gotta hate every potential. If you a Gervonta Tank Davis channel, you gotta hate Shakur, T.O., Haney, and everybody that's linked. So you gotta hate. And if you like one, it could only be one in this community. Eventually, when you start being a negative person, you start having hate in your heart because you're creating hate. You're creating toxic. You're swimming in a cesspool. And that's what this community is. As soon as you talk praise, as soon as, ladies and gentlemen, we living in a culture right now that as soon as you start praising somebody, what they say, they trying to strip you from your manhood. They try to say that you sucking a dick. Right? They try to say that, or you riding him, or you a fanboy. A fanboy comes from the term femboy. Is a faggot term. Fanboy is a faggot term that they want to use. You can't praise nobody or you sucking somebody off. I can't praise Teofimo Lopez because you're going to be like, oh, yo, oh, you on his D, you on his D. Yo, if you praise Devin Haney, oh, you on his D, Bill Haney is paying you, blah, blah. You can't praise nobody. In this community, you cannot praise nothing. The praise don't sell. The praise don't sell. The hate sells. And the more you spill hate, you become that. You become a hater. You become a negative person. So when my brother left the super chat, right? Manito, yo recuerdo, I remember when we used to talk, hablamos, when we used to talk a lot about God. And we used to pray through the lives. We used to have praying sessions in lives, bro. Bring that back. I apologize, Justin, that I lost that because it became this negative energy in this community. And then you see other people negative getting supported. And then you like, oh, that's what's working. Oh, that's what they want. I mean, look, I'm comedic. I'm going to be comedic. That's just who I am. I'm going to be comedic. We're going to make fun of people and stuff like that. But I also like to praise. Like, I don't, I don't like my crew in the Heights, Washington Heights, we don't like jumping people. We never jump people. If we see somebody getting jumped, we break that shit apart. We like, y'all got to fight 1D. We couldn't even see people getting jumped. So when I see the whole world of boxing jumping on Jamal Charlo and stuff like that, nah, man. Jamal Charlo is doing this thing, man. He's out there. He had a divorce with his high school sweetheart. That's his life. That's who became one. He was fighting for his children and child support, and everybody was calling him soft. Everybody was calling him mental. Man, please, ladies and gentlemen, when you lose your significant other that you've been having for years and years and years since you was high school, and then you build a family in the same household, all your kids is from this woman, all your kids is from this man. And then you break that apart, and now you got to go to court and fight for your children. A devoted father, man, it takes a toll. And in this boxing community, people were shitting on Jamal Charlo. Oh, yo, Charlo is drinking, yo, Charlo, man, because he lost his family. Yo, he need to stop drinking. He lost his family. He lost the fabric of his life. Now, some of you men may not understand it because you don't have a family. You never established nothing like that. Jamal Charlo has 5 kids from the same woman. They've been together since they was in high school. He built everything. He fought for his family. They made him from nothing. He lost that, right? So he's lost. It's almost like my when I said earlier, let's say my mom married my dad at high school. They had me and my brother real young. When my parents got divorced, when my mother got divorced, my mom didn't know what to identify with. She's been with my dad since high school. So when they break up and have a divorce in their 40s, what the hell does my mom know? She's identified with my dad. You know what I'm saying? On her 30s and 40s, that's all she know as a kid, is being with this. With they the same age. They went to high school together. They met. They fell in love. They had kids young. Me and my brother. So I understood that experience. I understood what Jamal Charlo was going through at the same time. But the whole boxing world don't give a fuck. And then they make it harder. They pile on to what he's going through. Because we inhumane here. Because we're just, how many times I said it for the people that follow the channel? How many times I said the boxing fans is just as barbaric as what happened, as the action that happens in the ring. And I ain't talking about the non-action of Jose Ramirez and Devin Haney. I'm talking about the action, the brutality of boxing. And I'm not saying we got to care about what people do outside of the ring, but let's be honest. We always time in on that shit. Because if we don't care about what happens outside of the ring, then you shouldn't care that Kalen Plant smacked Jamal Charlo. Because that's outside of the ring shit. But you would time in on that, but you won't understand the other shit that he's gone through. You understand what I'm trying to say, folks? A lot of y'all motherfuckers in this boxing, oh man, I don't time into their personal shit, but then y'all time into them. We talking about Devin Haney's baby mom, right? Oh, I don't care about the personal shit, man. I just want to see him in the ring. So stop timing about his baby mother. Let him fuck whoever you want to fuck. How many times we did videos? We did videos praying for Adrian Broner. Hope he beats this alcoholism. How I'm gonna shit on Adrian Broner of alcoholism, right? When I have suffered of alcoholism. What that makes me. They always say that boxing is a lonely sport. And if it's a lonely sport, why wouldn't we be the community to wrap our arms around these fighters? Because if we're real hardcore boxing fans, we know how these fighters are built. They build in a dungeon. They build isolated. Fighters truly don't have friends. It's a lonely sport because not everybody, it's not normal for you. It's not normal for you to pursue a career of beating the hell out of somebody. These fighters are not normal human beings. So when they get their time off and they don't know what to do, they don't know how to handle certain things in life, or they don't know how to handle people or relationships. You know why? Because ever since they was kids, the adults around them was doing everything for them. A lot of these guys are financially illiterate. They don't know how to read contracts because when they was getting signed earlier, they reading the adults are they signing deals as teenagers, and the adults are doing the work for them. And when they in the amateurs, they fighting 3 times a week. They're dieting, they eating, they fighting a lot, and then they become pro. And when they become pro, the first 4 years, right? Traditionally, they fighting 4 or 5 times a year. They fighting the 4-rounders and the 5-rounders. I'm sorry, the 4-rounders and the 6-rounders, then the 8-rounders, then they pick it up in the 10-rounders. And the more time goes by, then they hit the age of 22 or 23 or 24. They hit the age of 23, 24 years old, right? And guess what happens? They fighting 2 times a year. They start trying to get that. Now, you remember when Earl Spence had the interview after the Sean Porter fight, and he said, I had 8 months. I didn't even know what to do. These fighters don't know what to do for the first time. They got so much time in their hands. Look at Ryan Garcia. Look at Tio. You don't think that Devin Haney also go through some shit? He just don't have the characteristics to say it publicly. He has his father, Bill Haney, to speak for him. But don't let it be. Don't think that Devin Haney don't go through shit outside of the sport of boxing. As we all know, he is going through some shit outside of the sport of boxing. But don't think that these fighters ain't going through shit here. They got all the times in their hands right now, and they trying to get to know themselves they trying to get to know themselves for the first time. Look at Cormel Moulton. That he was he came overweight that fight. He's been fighting his whole life. For the first time, he's given enough time so he could eat like we eat, right? Oh, yo, he's not. Oh, look at Cormel Moulton. Oh, he's not disciplined, man. He's been disciplined his whole life. He's been on a diet his whole life. Diablo, let him get un gordito. Let him enjoy his food. We all enjoy our food. I give fighters the benefit of the doubt. What I don't like about with fighters is that when you ain't nobody and you got people that show you love and people that support you, that you turn around and act like these people ain't nobody. I don't respect that. I look at that shit like it's weird. I look at that shit like it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Punch, don't take it personal. Who said I don't take shit personal? I never said, never in my adult life. Anybody that knows me, I take everything personal. Oh, but that's not healthy. I take if I got love for you and I show you my time, I show you my friendship, I show you my hand, I show you that. If you're not reciprocating that, then I'm gonna take it personal. Now, if you just a regular average Joe, I don't know you. I don't put work into establishing and helping you out, hearing you out, being there as a confidant, giving you a platform probably when nobody's even talking about you or nothing like that. And that the reciprocation is not there, man. You's a fake motherfucker. If the reciprocation is not there, you's a fake motherfucker. Justin says, your live streams are the realest. Those AB lives about alcohol was some of the realest shit you ever spoke. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. And hopefully, AB is doing his thing and try to become a better man. I know it's hard and stuff like that because I know it's hard. And let me bring it back. Remember when you used to preach jokingly like a gospel pastor to your abuela? Yeah. Man, you gonna bring some emotional stuff back, man. Come on, man. You gonna bring some Yo, Justin, you gonna bring good looking out, man. I don't want to go that route to brainstorm about those because, man, it's been tough, man. It's been tough, bro. It's been tough and it's been a blessing because I remember that time when I did interview Kid Chocolate. And that's why God works. God is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was interviewing Kid Chocolate, I don't even know why I said what I said. And I said, I need one favor. You remember that interview, Justin? I said, I need one favor. He said, what? Can you pray for me? Like, I don't even know. I feel like that was like it's like God. It was like a spirit that was like, think about it in the interview. And I said, can I ask you for one favor only? And I said, can you pray for me? And when he prayed for me, man, and all them that emotional, because what I was going through around that time in my life, like, again, people don't know what people go through and stuff like that. People got their demons. I have mine. I fight it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go 6 months and it's great. When the demons come back, it comes back, because there is trauma, right? I feel like with everybody has their trauma. Everybody may have childhood trauma. Some people have trauma with, being mistreated or not eating, not malnutrition, not having money when you young, not eating well when you young, trying to survive while you young, you know, and while you surviving on your own, and the people around you that you feel like should have hold you down don't hold you down. Then you go a life of not trusting people because when you was younger, people wasn't there. They wasn't there for you. So what's the word? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna tell you how a human becomes a savage. I'm gonna tell you how a human becomes a savage. I'm talking about like a savage in a thorough way. It's when you make it on your own. And when you make it, that's the blessing. But to be honest, you don't want to make it on your own. Because now, when you make it on your own, you ain't never going to truly let anybody in your circle. If you make it out the mud on your own, that's like a gift and a curse. That's like a gift and a curse. That's why sometimes it's good to, even in a relationship, you build with that woman and that woman builds with her man and y'all build together. But if a man is so established, right? And he made it on his own. He built his shit, whatever. If it's a job that he worked his way up to get a significant amount of money, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're an entrepreneur or you invest money or whatever it is, that woman that comes in your life can never, because you made it on your own. You ain't build it with her. You just got her while you got everything. You're never gonna be attached to that chick. And it goes with everything else. When you build it with your team, it's good. When you build it with family members, or if you have a mother and father in there that's molding you and helping you out, it's good. It's good. And now it's a community of help. But when you make it on your own and you truly make it, you become a survivor, that's the gift. But it's also, that's it. That circle, you're really a loner. You're really a loner. And that's not even good either. It's good because you can only trust yourself, and that's good. But, so people got trauma, man. But at the end of the day, it's life, and we don't have no excuses. We have no excuses in the end of the day, because everybody got the same time. Everybody got an opportunity. I'm not going to say that everybody got the same opportunity, but we all have opportunity. The most beautiful thing about living is that we all blessed. We're blessed to find an opportunity. We're blessed in that sense, So when it comes to this boxing, I don't know if this boxing shit could ever be real, to be honest. The only thing real in boxing is those 36 minutes, 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying, that happens in the ring. Fighters don't have no control of the corruptions outside of the sport of boxing. Fighters don't have no control in the ranking system. The whole ranking system is political, is corrupted. Anyway, we all know that, right? We really don't know who's really the best, because you could be ranked number 19 and then tomorrow will be ranked number 4. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I always say follow the amateurs, because in the amateurs it's less political. It's political in the amateurs. Yes, it's corrupted as well, but the ranking is not as political. You still got to really do your thing. You still got to go through all these tournaments and really beat people up and stuff. The amateur builds you who you really are. And the pros is, let's build a resume and let's build a storyline or a facade to get him a TV, so he can get him on TV and then start making TV money. That's the pros. Now it's strictly a business. It's investment. It's strictly, ain't nobody trying to risk their own business, because Like I always say, a manager comes into the sport of boxing, and for the first 4 years of a fighter's career, he's probably already $200,000 in the hole. That's what he's invested. So by the time here comes this TV money, that's when these managers and promoters, especially the managers, really making their money, right? So I'm mucho mal agradecido. You can see it in a lot of fighters today. You know, when you see a team change almost all the time, there's a part of unloyalty there, right? When you see a team, the people around you change all the time. There's some loyalty there. I can understand why Bud Crawford is loyal. Look, if you think about it, I can understand how Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is successful. You know why? Because they still with the same people that they made it with. They're loyal to his team. Bud Crawford is loyal to the people around him. Bernie the boxer is still there. Bomac is still there. Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso is still there. Shakur Stevenson, his uncle, is still there. Teofimo Lopez, his father, is still there. Bill Haney, Devin Haney, his father, is still there. I mean, there's certain situations where the dynamic sometimes changes, but you're going to have some ups and downs. But loyalty is something that is missing in society, and especially in the sport of boxing. You know, is missing. Loyalty, and these fighters get it. They get it twisted, especially when you're affiliated with fighters and stuff like that. Loyalty is you supporting them and also help them hold themselves accountable. Because who am I to hold somebody accountable? Who am I to hold any fighter that's risking his life accountable? As a friend, what you do is help them identify what they not doing so they could hold themselves accountable and work with them like, yo, my brother, you doing this, bro. You understand? Like, yo, make it right, brother. Make it right. Like, identify what you're doing and make it right. But now, no. Todos tigres son chupadora, eh. Es a chupar que quieren la gente. Everybody, all these fighters want people around them que le chupa el huevo de ellos. Yo no chupo a nadie, ya. That's what they want. Nobody, they don't like to be, hey, yo, my man, you doing this wrong. Porque tienen dinero esta gente. Oh, no, because you got money. You don't think that you're doing something wrong. Cállate la maldita boca, pendejo, that you don't got the fucking years in life that like I have. None of these fucking fighters got more years than me in life. I got more wisdom than them. Yeah, I might not do what you do in the ring, but in my life, you can't hold my straps in real life. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to hear that. Estos chamaquitos don't like to hear that. Inside that ring, I might not be great in that ring, but you can't fight my battles out here, bro. You will shrink. They will shrink, bro. If they try to live this type of life, survive here, man, please, man. I seen fighters before run. I seen boxers run from street dudes before. What I was looking, even when we were talking about this Devin Haney versus Brian Norman, and you saw that dude just manhandling Brian Norman Jr. You a professional fighter. ¿Por qué Brian Norman Jr. no le da un pecotazo? Why Brian Norman Sr.? If a man may, yo, God is good, man. God is good. I say God is good. I don't know, bro. If I would have seen, if I'm Brian Norman Sr. and that was my son King, and I see that dude try to manhandle my son, mira, señor. God. Please don't have me or my son in that situation. Porque alguien se muere. Alguien se muere. Yo, for real. This ain't no cap. God, please don't put me and my son ever in that position, because I'm gonna take somebody's life, bro. For me, that wasn't even promo. Y yo me saying, mamá, y este tigre, este fucking dude, why this dude escalate? Yo, let me tell you like this. That's why, and that happens in life as well. That is two people that have going back and forth. These are professional fighters. We know that Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. is not gonna be putting hands. They're not gonna throw down and stuff like that. They're not stupid. They're not gonna fuck up the bag. Guys like that dude that was with Devin Haney, guys like that, those dudes are the worst dudes, bro, because they could escalate. See, if Brian Norman Jr. was with somebody and they was crazy, this guy will pop off and make a big scene because this stupid idiot wanted to show that he's the Hercules, he's the Zeus of that situation. And let me say like this. Shout out to Bill. Bill's from the street. Devin's not from the street. Right? Devin's not from the street. Devin, if that's your bodyguard and he's getting in the way of a face-off the way that he got, it's your responsibility to pull that chain, pull the collar of that dummy ass security of yours, bro. Because it could escalate to something, and people gonna be like, ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah, you don't know nothing gonna happen. That's what you think. That's what you think. Shit could pop off like this. That dude crossed the line, bro. That dude crossed the line. That dude crossed the line. Senior push Dev. No, they didn't push him like that. I got the clip right here. It wasn't like that. Devin Junior was like this on Devin. Junior was poking the little chest on Devin. But we know they have a press conference tomorrow. They just seen each other. We know nothing is gonna happen. We know this. Brian Norman Jr. is raised well. Devin Haney is raised well. You think Bill Haney want to fuck up the bag? They're not gonna fuck. They was gonna do the same thing that Devin Haney and Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia did. Remember that time when they came together and Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney pushed Ryan Garcia and stuff like that? But this dude went overboard, bro. He didn't let the fighters do their thing. He wanted to be the guy. He said Brian Norman Jr. is strong as hell, man. His shirt was all over the place, my brother. That dude that dude went overboard, man. I'll fire that dude in the spot. Devin Haney, fire that dude in the spot, bro. Fire that dude in the spot. Because Devin Haney don't know that shit could go left in the street. He don't know that. He don't know that element. Bill knows that element, but Devin doesn't know that element. And that's why Devin stood back. If you look at the whole clip, Devin was the one that stood back after his security doing everything. Because that is the natural instinct. Because for real, you're not in that situation. Go watch the clip again. Go watch the clip and look where's Devin at, and where Bill is at, and where Senior is at. Look where Devin is at. Devin Haney still back. Devin is like this. Okay, that's not the element. But it's your job. Yo, relax. Yeah, Norman Senior didn't do anything. Not like that, bro. Nah, man. Nah, tomorrow, I can't, you can't depend on people to move that way. And their instinct is not like that. Yo, you harm my kid, bro. Anybody that's a devoted father like that, I have that shit playing over and over ever since my kid was a toddler, bro. Ever since my kid was a toddler, I have this thing over playing. If my son ever get jumped, if my son ever get bullied, if my son, you know what I'm saying, like I'm a overprotective dad, and my son could throw hands. I see my son throw hands, and I've seen, and I like that my son know how to throw hands. But when it comes to my son, bro, all gloves is off. I'm the biggest demon you ever gonna meet. I'm the biggest demon you ever gonna meet. I'm the devil, bro. I know that. I know that instinct. I know that instinct, bro. When it comes to my kid, and I got the two little, but if my kid King, I'm even scared of me. I'm scared to face myself. I'm scared to even think the shit that I think of, bro. I'd be like, Diablo, Eddie, stop thinking like that. If I was in Brian Norman Sr.'s position and Brian Norman Jr. was my son, y viene este maldito estúpido. Ay, coño. Ay. Punch with the truth tonight. We gotta speak truth, right? We gotta speak the truth. I always say that boxing translates to life itself. Let's speak some truth, man. Let's help some soul, man. Let's talk about life. How about that? Let this live talk about life. Yeah, let's talk about boxing, but let's talk about life. We could look at these situations and really translate it to life. We could look, I always say that, right? Boxing translates to life itself. How we seeing these guys disrespect these legends is almost like how we seeing these young people disrespect the elders, right? The same shit. The same shit, right? How we see how Edgar Berlanga, Shakur Stevenson is disrespecting a legend like Oscar De La Hoya. Translated to life itself. These young motherfuckers don't respect their elders. They don't respect the OGs no more, right? It's the same shit. The same thing. People that paved the way. Why? I like Shakur Stevenson. Why would you even why call Sugar Ray Robinson what you called him? What was the need for that? What was the clout that you was chasing? What did you get off that? What did he get off that? Edgar Berlanga. I mean, and I always say this about Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya paved the way for the American Latinos, the Latino descendant, the Mexican descendants and stuff like that. He was our voice. He was the first international American Latino to really set the tone. When we're talking about American Latino, I'm talking about like Edgar Berlanga, Danny Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez. Before Oscar De La Hoya, it was the Julio Cesar Chavez from Mexico, Salvador Sanchez, Wilfredo Benitez. You know what I'm saying? From the motherland. The Americanized Latino was nothing special. We're the last breed in America in sports. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like I'm not over exaggerating. We're the last breed, the American Latinos. That's why that Oscar De La Hoya versus Julio Cesar Chavez, we saw that we was different. We saw that, and I'm saying as a whole, as Latinos, because the same people be like, if you're not born in Dominican Republic, you're not really Dominican. The Dominicans is gonna say you're not really Dominican. No, you're not Dominican. The Americans is gonna say that you're Dominican. So the American is gonna say that Oscar De La Hoya is Mexican. And the Mexican is going to say that Oscar De La Hoya is a fake Mexican. He's not really a Mexican. The same way that these people in this community was talking about David Benavidez when it came to Canelo Alvarez. He's not really a Mexican. He's American. He's not really a Mexican, right? It's like nobody wants us. Like we're the stepchild. Same thing as PR, right? You're the New Euricans. You're not really Puerto Rican. You're a New Eureka, right? I know Puerto Ricans that be saying Edgar Berlanga is not really Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Edgar Berlanga, but Oscar de la Hoya paved the way, man. He was our first international guy that spoke of, you know, as American Latino. We identify as American, but our culture in the house is like Oscar de la Hoya, Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Colombian, all that stuff. We're the last breed. We're like the stepchild. Nobody truly want to claim us. They claim us when they want to. The Americans claim us when they want to. Why you think a lot of Latinos, put it this way, a lot of Latinos that's not even illegals. A lot of Latinos that's not even illegal, right? Why it stings us when they talk about the illegal immigrants and when they talk about ICE. It affects our community. Even though that we was born here, it affects us because we know somebody that it is illegal. That's our culture. That's our community. So we emotional attached to that. So when we hear, hey, yo, this guy, oh, they come into this community and they're getting deported, right? Even though that you're born here, you got your papers, but you know your family members. You're probably your aunt, probably your uncle, probably your own mother, probably your own father, probably your stepbrother, all that, whatever, friends, you know. That's our community, so we identify with that, right? But it's like that. If you're born Latino here, a black and a white will call you. What are you? You American. No, but what are you? Oh, okay, I'm Dominican. The Dominicans would be like, "Tú no Dominicano, you're not a real Dominican," and stuff like that. So we in the middle. Nobody truly wants to claim us. And that's when when I was young, I identified that. That's why I became a fan of Oscar de la Hoya. I identify with Oscar de la Hoya. Mexicans that was born in Mexico identify with Julio Cesar Chavez. And the Mexican that was born here identified with Oscar de la Hoya. But I looked at it like me, like a Latino that was born here. My mom, my grandparents, everyone, man, I got 2 partners from work getting deported. Wow, man. It's sad, man. Sometimes you know what it is also is that I think this is the crutch. The crutch in our Latino community is that sometimes people are here and they take man long to get their papers. And you know why? Because let's be real, in our community, there's a lot of people that come to work here, but it's not to stay here. It's to eventually move back, build your house in a cheaper place, right? I know a lot of Dominicans that come to America, work here, and put their money back in Dominican Republic. And when it's time to go, they go. So they don't care about I know Dominicans that have been here for 30 years and still don't know how to speak English because no le importa. They're in a community that Spanish is the first language and no le importa. Come on, anybody. How many in your Mexican community or whatever, or your Puerto Rican community? Well, not Puerto Rican's been here for a long time, but Mexican as well. But what I'm saying is there's people that you be like, damn, you still don't know how to speak English. It's because they don't care, because their dream is to go back. That's another I think that is unfair in this country though. Like you get educated here, you get paid here, but you pumping it in another country and stuff like that, you know. And I think that sometimes I know a delivery guy. He's been here, and I know him. He's been here for 24 years. He takes care of his family in Mexico, right? And I'm saying all this year, tú todavía un delivery guy. He doesn't have his papers. He's a delivery guy, but he makes his money. He makes his money as a delivery guy. Been doing his thing. Oh, I buy my house. I pay this over there when it's time to get fixed and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm almost gonna leave. Everything is done already. Yeah, my kid is grown. I put him through college. He put his kid through college, everything. That's it. He's done. He said, you could see Bill don't have the balls. Either they went to hide out, made their show their true colors. I didn't like that situation, to be honest. I didn't like that situation. Um, I know it's entertainment, but I just ain't like I just didn't like the 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 security. The security. I didn't like this situation as much as well. Um, I didn't like the situation. I don't think that selling the fight with a promoter with Oscar is going to make people say, you know what, I want to see the fight, because the beef should be with the Shiraz. The beef should be with Shiraz. I don't think that what happened today is going to get more pay-per-view buys or anything like that. You know, I think that it just shows so much lack of respect to the legends. You know what I'm saying? It just shows too much lack of respect and disrespect. You got Shakur Stevenson calling, basically saying that Sugar Ray Leonard was a bum, bro. He said he's buns, that he's ass. He literally called Sugar Ray Robinson ass, bro. Like, no respect. No respect. No respect. Nah, man, I'm telling you, bro, we living in a world where, you know what it is, man? We're living in a world that don't fear God, man. People may say that they love God, they don't fear him anymore. That's the problem right now in this world. People don't fear, but God has his wrath. And that's a smoke that we can't duck. You know, people, they follow the algorithm. Their algorithm. You know when they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't, but it was about money, right? When they say men lie, women lie, numbers don't. When Jay-Z was saying that, it was about money, right? But in today's day and age in social media, men lie, women lie, algorithms don't. People are doing to shock the algorithm. It has no type of respect, no type of nothing, no type of value. They're looking for shockwaves. That's it. They're trying to spike the algorithm. They don't care about nothing. They will. It's almost like, let's say, look, most of the thing that Charleston White be saying could have his validation, could be true, but it's a shockwave thing. I'm gonna say the craziest shit, and you can't stop me. Look at Kanye West. I'm gonna say the craziest stuff to sell an album. People are selling their souls just to get views. Forget about money. Views. Views. It's sad. Like, damn, it's like no integrity nowhere. No integrity. No integrity at all. Like, everything is just going out the window. No integrity. Nobody's looking for no consequences anymore because there's no fear. Why you think in this society people are snitching like crazy? Because back in the days, you snitch, you get shot, you get killed, they bury you somewhere. Now ain't nobody. Now the person that's getting snitched is coming back out of jail saying, "Man, I just want to be home with my family. I want to raise my kid." They take that. That's it. Nobody's thorough like that. Yeah, we maybe see crazy shit sometimes. We see people die for nothing. At least die for something. The whack shit is people dying for nothing. And at least die for something. If you're gonna be shooting, what was the reason why you shoot this other dude in the block? Please let me know. He violated your daughter, something like that. I could understand. Violated your daughter, violated your son, violated your mother, stole your goods, a significant goods that that could really cripple you and your family, stuff like that. Social media got everybody acting up. Yeah, man. And that's why, I gotta check myself in this YTBC, man. I gotta check myself. Because sometimes, man, when we doing this negative content, negative content, negative, and I know what people, because I could see it in the comment section. Oh, yo, Punch, now I F with you, bro, because because you holding your boy T.O., you hold him accountable for avoiding Devin Haney, man. You just couldn't, you want me to shit on T.O. It's not about constructive criticism. Nah, you want me to, but you should say this. You should say this about, and no. The only thing is, I feel like Teofimo Lopez should have fought Devin Haney with the deal that was on the table for the $8 million. If he doesn't got any opponent and you had Devin Haney, don't lose the opportunity. Take that opportunity and then you work at that the third fight. That's it. Everything else he's done in his career in terms of what he's done in the ring and accomplishment, I support it 100%. If him or other people on his side feel like, oh, fuck a punch, when that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he is. All I'm just saying anybody. If Canelo Alvarez, because I met Canelo Alvarez team. They like, yo, I like the Canelo Alvarez team too. When I met with Eddie Reynoso's crew, right? The other coaches of Canelo Alvarez, this was in New York City on the Tao restaurant, 16th Street, right? And they was like, oh, Punch, you see, I like you criticize Canelo, but you keep it fair. You keep it fair. And I say, yeah, I keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? I want him to do this, you know what I'm saying? I said the only thing is that I wanted to see the undisputed with Canelo Alvarez and the Mise Lingerie. I explained, yeah, that's fair. That's boxing. But what these guys, Southpaw and the guy Ego, because that's what they said. That was their word. They're like, do you know if this guy Southpaw or Ego is here? I'm like, nah, man, I never seen them in person. Like, I never. He like, yeah, because they go beyond boxing. And people, and they should be made an example out of. I said, ay. So let's say right now with Eddie Reynoso, right? Is this wrong? How I'm not supposed to keep it real and not give the benefit of the doubt? How Punch is going to hold guys like Victor Conte and Snack accountable for the history of Victor Conte, and I just don't trust them? And not keep the same energy with Eddie Reynoso and everybody that's popping dirty. His high invested fighters or his high invested affiliation fighters are popping dirty. His high invested affiliated fighters are popping dirty. If I go out my way for a year and a half and roast guys like the Pablo Escobar PD, Victor Conte, Snack, you know what I'm saying? Snack, he's in cahoots with Vada. Look at his history. He said that he could pass any test. If we could hold him accountable for allegedly thinking, because it's logical to believe that his fighters could be enhanced, and because of his affiliation with Vada and him building Vada, is logically to think that his fighters, yeah, they get tested, but goes undetected. Now here comes these fighters. Jaime Munguia, Fernando Rodriguez, who Eddie Reynoso said today he doesn't train or manage him, but yet you got Fernando putting on his IG live on his IG saying that he's team Canelo. He's team no boxing, no life. Boxing Talk with a $20 super chat. My brother, good looking now. Say, yo, proud of you, Punch. Keep the faith, bro. Don't allow the boxing to corrupt you. Facts, man. I can't see that the Lord's working in your heart. You stay connected to the cross. Thank you, man. Amen, bro. Keeping Christ first. I always support. Keep your heart guarded. Thank you, man. Facts, man. God is good, man. Yeah, sometimes you gotta pull back, bro. Sometimes we gotta sometime I gotta humble myself, and I hope that y'all people in the chat also real enough to be like, yo, Punch, man, you slipping, bro. Yo, uh, you haven't mentioned your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I that's a blessing that people could hold me accountable. I like that. I'm not like these other young dudes and young fighters in the sport of boxing. You hold them accountable and they get like a little bitch. Nah. Hold me accountable. I ain't better than nobody. Hold me accountable. I want to be my better self. I want to be the greatest person I can be. And if I'm not holding myself accountable, I want people to identify something I may be doing wrong, or I'm switching up in terms of faith, in terms of, principle. Yo, Punch, send me an email. I'll be glad. Yo, I heard you said this, man, this concept. Yo, man, why you said that? Well, why I said that? Why I'm saying, or whatever, man. Like, I want people to look out for me like I would like to look out for y'all. Good looking out. I want that. This is what I want this community to be. So when I said, man, forget about the bias, Punch drunk, but with all of us, I want this to be a community. I want this so we could talk the way that we talking right now, and I could be like, yo, let's talk like this. Boom, give me a shot. Let's talk about life. Hold on. Matter of fact, anybody in the chat suffering from drug addiction. If anybody in the chat is suffering from drug addiction, alcoholism, and we need to beat this shit up like a 12-round bout, I'm putting the link up. I'm putting the link. I want to talk some. This is the brotherhood circle and the sisterhood circle. Anyway, let's talk about some real shit. Anybody, drug addiction, alcoholism, and people need people to talk to overcome whatever they need to overcome. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Let them other channels. Let them other channels just talk about bullshit. We could talk about some real shit. This is gonna be the therapy. This is the therapy session of boxing. If any boxers, you in the chat too, jump on the panel as well. Talk to us. What's going on? Rebuke addiction in the name of Jesus. Good looking out, Boxing Talk. My brother with the $20 super chat. Maybe say, God bless you, bro. He said, this your ministry, Punch. Forget a boxing channel. I've been watching you for years, bro. The Lord gonna shine his light on this if you keep Christ first. I've been wanting to financially support this, but had to fall back. Nah, I got you, brother. It's true, man. We all got a calling somewhere, and I hope that I'm on the track to identify that calling. And that's what it is, man. We all, like I said in the beginning, I think we all blessed. We all blessed. And I think the problem is that we don't stay on track. It's almost like, again, I'm gonna keep on saying this because I want this to be I want this to be what this channel is all about. It's translating boxing to life itself. You know, sometimes, not sometimes, we're all blessed. The problem is that we're never in the position to identify the blessings. We all have our purpose. All of us have a purpose. All of us are blessed. But many go a whole lifetime not accepting or identifying the blessing when the blessing is right in front of us. Translate that to life or to the boxing ring. Translate that. What they say, go to school, stay educated, stay ready. Stay ready. Why? Because when the opportunity comes along, you're ready. You're ready to take it. You're ready to accept it. Right? You go to school, you do the right thing. You put yourself in position. Put yourself in position to be chosen. Put yourself in position to accept that opportunity. Put yourself in position. Keep yourself. It's like working out, right? I'm not in shape right now, but when you working out, right? And it's time for you to do something that's highly active, but you've been working out and you healthy, and it's easy for you to do something because you're healthy. I'm trying contradiction because I'm drinking a beer, but also is what about living a healthy life? That's tough, right? That's tough. You know, I like the booze, I like this, right? But also gotta hold myself accountable. I want my organs to be, I should be living my life for my organs to be right, because in case if my family or somebody that I love or my children may need an organ, my organ is good enough for a transplant, for me to give my kidneys to my child. But if I F up my inside, can you imagine? See, I'm humbling myself right now. Can you imagine if your child needs a kidney or needs but you're so fucked up inside that you can't even help your own child because you in some you're not healthy yourself. Good looking out. Looking out for that, brother. They doing lung transplants now. They doing that. Oh man, I gotta. Yeah, but heart transplants, all that stuff, man. But you can't give your heart away, you know what I'm saying? But what about when you die and somebody needs that heart transplant? It could go to somebody else. You know? Boxing Talk, $20 super chat says, just keep it Christ first. Sons and daughters of the Most High, bro. Facts. Continue to be the salt and the light. Remember, bro, it's your light for Christ that separates you from the other channels. Never forget that. You the light. Man, you preaching Boxing Talk, man. You making me you motivate. You truly motivating, man. You truly motivating right now and being inspirational, man. That's why, sometimes I be thinking, man, I want to shut this channel down. They don't appreciate it, but then the real ones come out, man. Real ones, man. I appreciate that Boxing Talk for real. For real, for real. For real, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody in the chat right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate the people that donate to the channel. My brother Queso, the humanitarian. Queso's been so much of a blessing. Brother, man. You've been you don't know, man. You a real blessing, brother. And I hope that you're always doing good and the health is doing right. July 27th. I'm not gonna forget about that. July 27th, my brother. I think about July 27th all the time. Think about July 27th all the time, man. It's a celebration. And of course, we do have coming real soon. We giving tickets to the Canelo versus Bud. The winner is going to win a ticket +1 plane. We got your plane ride. We got your hotel stay. All you gotta do is just be free. Be free in the 11th and the 12th, 13th, and 14th. You decide if it's 12, 11, 12, 13, or 12, 13, 14. We're giving out tickets. Brought to you by, presented by Charles Edward Gesso. Soon. I was gonna do it right away, and I'm like, let's wait on it. But of course, we got the ticket, but let's wait. Let's wait a little close. 8 weeks in. Boxing Talk with the $50 super chatty party que a comprar gasolina de 93. Been wanting to send you an email for years, bro, because you a real brother in Lord. You're not fake, you're genuine. I know the Lord got big plans for you. You ready to receive them now. Just maintain your integrity and don't fall for the devil's snare. Yeah, man. And then you know what? Boxing Talk, man, I appreciate you. Love you, my brother, for that, because I know that the devil comes in a pretty face. The devil ain't gonna come. You know how it is. The devil don't come in looking ugly. The devil comes in pretty faces. The devil is the most attractive spirit outside of the Lord, right? They come in an attractive way. They don't come in an ugly way. The devil is not ugly. The devil is a liar. The devil can make you do ugly things. But the devil comes very in an attractive way, in a seductive way, in a submissive way. Yep. So don't think when you see something, when you see something bad, people be like, not bad. When people see something ugly, oh, that's the devil in them. No, wait. Oh, that's the devil. No, the devil comes in a pretty way. It makes you do some crazy shit, some bad shit. The devil comes in drugs, make you feel high, which eventually you think you're feeling good. The devil can make you make stupid decisions. You present your remember, I'm gonna say it like this. Put it this way. You know what they say? You know when they say, my grandmother had this saying, when I think about achieving something, right? When I think about achieving something or doing something, she said, presentalo a Dios. You know what I'm saying? Present it to God. Pray on it. Pray on it. My grandmother used to say that. My mom used to say that. Pray on it, right? But let me tell you like this. You know that the devil comes after you when you go towards God. The devil don't go after atheists. That's it. They gonna go and the devil's y'all in my team. The more you approach God, the more the devil comes after you. So all the plans that you tell God, just as much as God is listening to you, the devil is listening to your plans as well. And the devil is going to is going to disrupt you from the plan that you want and the plans that God has for you. So the more you tell your plan, yes, tell God your plans, pray on this so you can manifest it, and God will bless you with the plans. He's gonna, matter of fact, sometimes God gives you you tell God your plans. You tell God you tell God your plans, and God could give you 10 times what you thought the plan was. You thought you was gonna be happy with this. God's gonna throw you something that was way beyond your plan. But the devil is listening. The devil is listening, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna translate this to you. I'm gonna translate this to you, folks. Right? Boxing, boxing. Man, my brother. I appreciate you with the 50 peso. Wow. God bless you, sir. Been had this on my heart for years. Brother, for real. Keep it 100, man. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Been had this on my heart for years, my brother, for real. I was just waiting for the right time, and you got otra vez. And you got mad wisdom. Just keep seeking first the kingdom, bro. Don't go back to toxic. Keep it 100 no matter what. You're gonna be shocked what the Lord do. And trust me, I've been down. When the Lord shows up, God got a sense of humor, man. God got the best sense of humor. You know, he's a character of all traits as well, right? God has a beautiful sense of humor, because God, you know, when people say God timing, oh, God can't. I know that for a fact. God got his timing. God knows, man. I'm telling you, man. There was a time that I was the craziest. I was about to do something stupid, man. I was going to do something that was going to jeopardize my life forever. I remember I had a wine bottle, and I'll tell you the story. I don't know if I told this story, right? So I've raised my son and all that stuff, right? Since day one, been in my son's life since day one, raised him and all that, right? But baby mama, I didn't want to be baby mama. Baby mama didn't like that I was dating and stuff like that, and I really have moved on, right? So, you know what? In a lot of situations, you hear, bitter baby mamas and stuff like that. They take it to court, they make up stuff and whatever, right? So, boom, I opened my mail. I dropped my son. It was all cool and dandy. Dropped my son off for one of the days. Got home, went to the mailbox and seen petition, order protection, sole custody, taking me court for sole custody, child support. I said, what the hell was happening? I said, Carter, what? I'm like, I was like, yo, well, what's going on? Like, everything is cool. Like, no, da 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 da, and whatever. You could see your son when we got court. I said, no. I've been seeing my son every day of his life, or at least if I'm working too much, I saw him. I'll speak to him if I'm working too much. If I don't see him that day, because I moved right across the street from my son's school. Like, there was a point where okay, now I'm working a lot, working 2 jobs and stuff like that, and now I don't have him with me 24/7. I didn't see my son for, I think it was 5 days, because once you have order protection, you can't go see into the court day. Mira, yo, I couldn't take it. Because once you're a devoted father. That my son, that's all I am. I'm a father. That's what I'm working with. That's my life. That's what I'm living for. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working my ass off, and I'm being my father. I everything to the side, just being a father, right? But of course, la mujer te quiere, and they quiere, and I can't have you. I'm gonna f your life. I'm gonna f your life up. I couldn't see my son for 5 days. Yo, it was like you stabbing me in the heart, for real. That's the pain that it felt. I didn't hear my son's voice for like 5 days. I bought a wine bottle. I couldn't take it. You already know that. Yeah, I'm wind up. Man, I'm thinking about when you're thinking evil, and all the evil thoughts Shit, I'm even surprised. I got surprised, like, yo, of the thoughts that went in my head. I couldn't take it for real, folks. I couldn't take it. Like I told you, I'm a very devoted father. I love and when my son, that's when I only had him. He's my heart, my soul, my everything. Like I don't know how to live. I don't know how I would live life without him. Right? Shout out to King. And it was already like 1:30, 2, almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't hear him for 5 days. That's it. It was too much for me. I felt like you're killing me. I can't take it. I'm busting the mirror in my bathroom. I'm speaking to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna take this one out. La voy a matar esa tigre. La voy a matar. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get my son. I got I went so demon mode. So demon mode. I'm projecting what I'm gonna do. Okay, when I boom, I'm gonna go over there with her apartment. I'm gonna bust the door in, boom, and then I'm gonna take her out. I'm gonna take this one out. Like that. That's serious. I'm telling you, I'm arguing with God. I'm cursing God out. God, I'm gonna do God. If this was a movie, you would think like, Punch is a psycho. I'm on psycho mode, bro. Psycho mode. I couldn't go day by day and handle life. It was affecting me, bro. It was so affecting me, not seeing my son or not. It was affecting me to the point where como I don't know how to live. I don't know how to think straight. I can't even be around people, right? Even my people's like, yo, Joe, chill. Yo, Crazy Eddie, you gotta chill. Your son knows you, man. This is just a blowover. She's just mad or whatever. But I couldn't take it because you're dangling my son. You're playing with my father and my son, right? And I know my son is a daddy's boy. Like he's a father's boy. Like we are inseparable. And I'm like, yo, yeah, I want my God. Because you gonna let that happen. Take this woman. I told you, you gonna let this woman take my son away from me. That's all I have. And blah blah. I'd rather not live life and watch. I'm gonna take her out. I am arguing. I'm cursing out. I'm having this conversation with God, bro. And I made my mind. I said, that's it. I put my hoodie on. Yo creía que I was gonna do. My mind was set to do the craziest stuff. To be honest, it drove me to that. I'm set. Nothing is gonna stop me. I'm heading to the door. True story. I don't swear to God, but I want you to believe how God works, bro, for real, bro. I want you to believe. Before that, I was talking days with my grandmother. And my grandmother was like, porque ella está haciendo eso. If you were the greatest father, any woman would love to have a man like you father their children the way that you are as a father. Like in my family, like everybody knows me as that, right? My grandmother always been proud of me the way I was a father. I'm hands on. It's like, yo, I was with my son so much that people used to think that my son didn't have a mother. So that night, it's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. My son is 7 years old. That's it. I'm about to head the door. My phone rings. Almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's my son calling me from his sister that's 4 years older than him. So he's 7 years old. Anna at the time has to be 11 years old. He calls and he goes, Daddy, I'm using and I miss you and they don't want me to talk to you and they I started tearing, bro. I started tearing like a rainfall of tears. Like I couldn't, Daddy, are you okay? Daddy, I miss you. Daddy, I want to be with you. I don't want to be here. And then they he's whispering because he just took his sister's phone and called me from the phone. This was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. My son be in bed My son was trained to be in bed by 8 o'clock, 7:45, 7:30, 7:45. He's in bed by 8 o'clock. He's sleeping. 2 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday night. And all right, don't worry. I'm gonna see you. Don't worry. Everything. I'm gonna handle everything and stuff like that. Blah blah. I hanged. Okay, trust me. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I don't care. I go to your school. Whatever. Blah blah. Daddy's gonna. You're gonna come with daddy. Yo, I was crying. I called my grandmother. And I'm like, abuela, él me llamó. Él me llamó. Ya yo hablé con él. Yo, I was. And right there, I'm like, after the conversation I had with my grandmother, and I said, after I hung up, and I'm like, yo, God. I never question God ever in my life. Never question God ever in my life after that. Because God knew me. See, God knows his child. God knew. All right, it looks like nothing is going to stop Eddie. Nothing's going to stop this guy. He's going to do the craziest stuff. And he is not that guy. He is not this man. He loves his child. I'm not going to. And God made, I'm telling you, folks, there's no way that my 7-year-old will call me at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no way. That was God working, bro. That was God. Because I was out the door about to do the craziest shit imaginable. And I calmed down. Because God got me. God knows. God knows. Yo soy un tigre loco también, así mismito. God knows. Bro, I say, yo. When God said, when they say God is God's timing, oh, God got his time. God is not going to give you anything that you can't handle. And he knew, remember, there's a saying, God is not going to give you nothing that you cannot handle. God knew I can't handle that. God knows I can't handle being without my child. Being restricted, being not. God knows what it will be like me without my child in my life. He can't handle that. God is not going to give me that to handle. He ain't going to break my balls with that. Boxing talk con los 50 pesos. My fault. I was in a zone, my brother. I was in a zone. He said, you need to start. Hold on. You need to start asking God ask him how he want you to do the channel. A lot of brothers is dying, going through the same things the Lord brought you through, and start testimony service or something. Ask the Lord to show you how to do to us the channel for his glory, to use the channel for his glory. Yo, my brother, look, I'm gonna pray on that. When we get out of this live, taking a picture of exactly that, because that's what I gotta pray on. Exactly that, bro. Exactly that. Justin with the $5 super chat, man. Brother, what a testimony. Holy Spirit had your son call you. Yo, when somebody tells me that they don't believe in God, oh no, but I don't want, no me vengan con eso, no me vengan con eso, yeah, no me vengan con eso. Okay, I know that is a God. I know there's a God. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no way that my 7-year-old, look, everybody that's a devoted parent, you know your kids. You know what they're capable of doing. You know their manner. You know what they could do, how to. It is no way at 7-year-old, my son would have called me at 2 o'clock, almost at 2 o'clock in the morning, off his sister's phone. No way. That was God. Ladies and gentlemen, when I'm telling you, I was already the crack door. I was already out the door. I had a studio in Harlem. I'm already, boom. Out the door, about to. I already had the medal. I already was going to do the craziest stuff in the world. And God, my son saved, man. My son saved me, man. That phone call saved me. It saved me, man. I never cursed at God ever again. Because you know how we are. You know, when you live in a life, you know, you've been through shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us where we come from, you know, less fortunate, poverty, all that stuff. You know how it is. We all been through shit. We just managed to going through shit became a norm to us. That's why people outside of our neighborhood and outside of our community are so intrigued by us. You know why they're so intrigued by us? They don't want to be us, but they're so intrigued by us. How could those people keep a smile on their face living like that? They're intrigued by us. The rich, the wealthies, and stuff like that, they're intrigued by how we made it out of here because they can't fathom how can I live off summer school lunch. You know what I want to do, man? If I was single right now, I'll take a girl on a date to a summer school lunch and humble her. I want to take you out. Vamos para summer school. They need milk and they got the fish cheese today. I see no. It's creation versus evolution. God versus the Big Bang. God wins it all. But there's a God. And look, for the people that don't believe in God, hey, put it this way. You could take it how you want to take it. If you don't believe in God, I feel sorry for you. God is the best. Man, when you have God in your life and you an arm reach, and sometimes when you're doing your shit, you doing shit that you're not supposed to do, but you arms, but God is your center. At least have God as your center. That when you know, because God knows that we imperfect as well. God knows there's a lot of temptation. God knows what situation He's put us in at the same time. That's why God has given us a lot of time. You don't believe in God, man. And I feel sorry, man. I feel sorry for you, man, because man, I don't even want to let the whole bag out now, man. I want to. There's more story to tell. There's more story to tell. There's more testimonies, and yeah, I gotta refocus on truly knowing what the purpose is. I love boxing. I love to talk real boxing. I love to talk real boxing. I like to be. I'm comedic. That's the personality that God has blessed me with. You know, I could joke on fighters, but I don't want to talk down about any fighters, man. I just want to be respected and talking boxing and high octane and be positive about it and deliver it and yeah, do my little jokes here and there. You're the stupid motherfucker. Get the hell out of here and all that. You know what I'm saying? We having fun. That's but to degrade fighters and all that, there's too many people doing that already. ¿Pa qué yo hace eso? ¿Pa qué? There's too many. Almost all the channels is doing that already. I think if we be a community that supports positivity, supports having fun, you know what I'm saying? Just support having fun and being comedic and being, if people see positive thing being supported, then the world changes like that. Then we will defeat the toxic cells, drama cells. If I'm gonna say it like this, if people be like, yo, but look at this channel, man, it's so positive and it's so successful being positive, then everybody will be positive. That will be the move, that will be the trend. But if people are watching people so negative and they're succeeding and their supporters are supporting them in numbers, because remember, this is boxing content creators. People are looking at the numbers. We all look at the numbers. People are faking if they be like, I don't give a damn who's tuning in, and I don't care how many comments, and I don't care. That's why we keep on saying smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we do it for the numbers as well. We want to have a mass audience. We want our opinions to be massively respected and heard. We want to think that we change the opinions and the mood and that we're changing something. Collectively we could change. We could change things in the sport of boxing. Justin says your live streams are the realest. Those AB lives about alcohol was some of the realest shit you ever spoke. Good looking now. We got that one. I forgot this one, Justin, brother. What a testimony. Holy Spirit had your son cold. Yep. Good looking now. Appreciate you. You're on some holy, inspiring vibes tonight. Gotta moving tonight on this channel. You're the only channel I've seen that has the anointing. Don't let the devil reign that, bro. Not for no boxer, no narrative, no passes, nothing. God bless you, Boxing Talk. Yo, Boxing Talk, God bless you today. Everything you're saying is like food, is like nurturing, is like vegetable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like this live, it feels like a detox. We detoxing right now. That's what I feel. And hopefully, we keep that rhythm going. I appreciate you, Boxing Talk. It's, especially today in what you're saying. Justin, good looking out, man. Appreciate you with the $5 super chat. Says, yo, thank you, Punch, for live talking about the Lord. Life experiences reminds me of those 2023 lives. Keep the testimony coming. We focusing together. Facts, man. Yeah, let's be there for one another, man. For real, man. I'm in this community every day. Why not? Why do I need to look anywhere else and to build a brotherhood in a community that we all have been invested in, right? I think I've sacrificed. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you, like, people, I've not taken my kiddos to vacation yet because I'm so into this boxing stuff, but soon, been a lot of sacrifice, but I want my sacrifices to truly to be impactful, and to really put God out there in the forefront to the best of my abilities. We all different. We all different. And God knows that not everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. God knows my strength and my weaknesses. God knows my purpose. All I wish I want to identify the purpose that He has for me. But Boxing Talk again with the 20. Good looking now, man. That's our duty as believers. The Lord reuniting your calling. Remember this night as the start of a new beginning. Watch, you're going to see homes change up on you. Yep, that's for the better. Look at the support you're getting. Remember, man, facts. And I want everybody. When we end this live, I hope y'all, when in y'all prayers, keep me in y'all prayers. I keep y'all in my prayers. Keep me in my prayers, man. Keep me in y'all prayers. Put it that way. And I keep y'all in my prayers as well, man. They always say that prayers and numbers help. And God always came calling. I pray to God, I remember, and I said, when my grandmother was dying, I said, God, just let her go in peace, man. She's been through a lot. Just Let her rest well. I don't want her to suffer because when she was in the hospital, the last days, right next door there was this there was another elderly lady, and she was screaming, suffering. No family came to visit her. No family. And I said a prayer. When I was praying for my grandmother, I was praying for that lady. I'm like, damn, man. Como la gente dejan la familia solo así. Like, damn, man. Like I said, yo, I don't want to be, I wish I don't be like that. Be old and be left all alone. Swimming in your own piss. And my grandmother just resting, breathing hard, but resting. In the last 7 days, my grandmother had 2 strokes in her sleep. And already her organs was failing. The doctor said we can't do surgery. She's too old. I'm there every day. And man, and I pray to God, man, let my grandmother just, I don't suffer. She suffered enough. She sacrificed enough. And God answer, yo. God is good. God answer my prayer. My grandmother, she died in her sleep. Smooth. My grandmother died in a way that I want to die the way that my grandmother died. Grace, family around you. We didn't leave my grandmother. We was on a rotation. I come in the night. We come in rotation. My aunt be in the morning, my mother in the morning as well. I come in the night. My mom in the morning, me in the afternoon, my aunt in the midnight, in like a rotation. And my aunt was there as well the whole time. And she died smooth. She died in peace. That's all I was praying. And God answered my prayers again. Like God has never not answered my prayers. Sometimes I could pray that months before, and he will be right on time. Right on time. Right on time. Santino, Comona con los 20 pesos. Damn, Push, I appreciate this live. It's obvious that a lot of us needed to hear this. It really helps. Man. I mean, it's good to talk about it as well, because when some, I hold things inside so much that, you know, and we hold, as especially as men, man, we hold a lot of things inside, man. That's when we go crazy, to be honest, Santino. Good looking out with the good looking out. Appreciate that with the $2, man. God bless y'all, man. God bless everybody that's donating to the channel. God bless everybody that's smashing the like button. God bless everybody that's listening and stuff like that. Us men, especially men, we hold a lot of things inside, man. And that's why sometimes when it come out, you know, our women, our friends, they be like, "You crazy?" No, it's because we hold things inside, and then when it comes out, it flies like a machine gun, and it doesn't even hit the target. You know, because you grow up. We don't have time to show emotions. We don't have time to dabble in emotions, especially when you have kids or you got a woman. You got to be you got to be the leader. You got to, when things ain't going right, you can't show those type of emotions, because if you panic, they're gonna panic double. If you panic, your kids is gonna. If you show panic, your kids is gonna double panic. Your woman is gonna double panic. So you got to be the logical one, not too much an emotional, and that's how we're raised with men. Like, like we keep it, keep a lot of shit inside. When people trying to do us wrong, we keep it inside. When people snake us, we keep it inside. When we going through family break, keep it inside. Like people think that when you go through family breakups or separation of the family and stuff like that, they think that only affects women. We don't let it be known, but it affects us men as well. You know, women playing with our children, at the same time, separation. And that's just adulthood. But that just adds to whatever you was going through your childhood. Right? But for another day, man, we I think there's a thing that we could always talk about. But yo, I love y'all, man. Today, man, it was a good one. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. I'm just gonna get something to eat, wash this beer down with some water, and I appreciate y'all for real. I'm about to pray as well, man. To be honest, I just want to get out the line because I want to talk to God. you know, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Tomorrow is the fight. So of course, with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. So of course, you already know, man. We're gonna be talking about that. Love y'all. God bless. On to the next.